I'm beginning to love that song more and more with each passing day and night. Welcome to the Empress Elegy and LanceScurv show late at night for me in Accra, Ghana, and just about 11:03 over there on the East Coast, and so on and so forth. How are you doing tonight?
I am doing well. I'm loving that. I'm loving that song too. Well, it was one of my favorites. I have 3.
I know. Mm-hmm. So how does the rain sound? Can you hear it coming over the because it really came down hard, as you heard earlier before we started.
Right. That sounds fine to me.
That's natural. I just hate any noise coming behind me. I got to control that. Not that I'm a control freak or anything like that, but that's just the way it is for me.
Can't control nature, Brother Lance. Can't control nature.
With it.
That's right. That's right.
Never gets rain, and they have to purchase like a sound effect that sounds like rain, right?
I know. I have to do that when I want to go to sleep at night.
Right. So
I put on rain music.
If I fall asleep in the middle of the show, this is not going to be a super long one, but we were having a very intense, wonderful conversation. And like we said, we promise regularity as everything, gets super stable in my world. As we know, we have different things going on.
Right.
But I know that we have some videos coming this weekend that I'm going to go out and shoot and bring back to you. I will say what it is. Should I? Yeah. Yehoshua, Brother Yehoshua is going to put something down over the weekend. Say it again.
I said yes.
Yes. And, Sister Lazia, 75, the Black Unicorn, we're going to do something on the weekend and put that up. And Sister Beatrice and a comedy show. And so it's going to be a kind of good weekend. And, and possibly Ali Goddess Matt, and who else? There's somebody coming on Sunday. So
Sister Segment might be here. Yes.
Oh yeah, long overdue. She'll be here. So that's the
Yes.
thing, And if you don't have the app already, download the app at the LanceScurv, the LanceScurv app at Google Play, the App Store, or Amazon. And it'll keep you up on everything that we're doing. Give you a personal relationship where you don't have to go www. whatever or go to
LanceScurv.com.
It's never going to stop it either. You know what I mean? So let me.
And Team Scurv. Go to Instagram and go in and what is that word? What is it?
Hashtag
Team Scurv and join up the Team Scurv.
That little tic-tac-toe thing.
You see, that's so funny because back in the day, that's what we called it, right? What did we call it before they said hashtag? It used to be something else.
Mm-hmm.
It used to be something else.
Yeah, well, it's forever that now because with social media and the younger generations.
Yeah.
Even if it's not, you're in school and the teacher's telling you, no, it's hashtag. You're outdated. You're too old. You're not calling it hashtag.
It used to be the number sign. Like if you wanted to do number one, remember, you would do number one, number two. Yeah.
I mean, but somebody might take it as a hashtag.
Exactly.
What's going on with that?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
we're gonna make one, Mr. Haru. Hi everyone. Hi The Truth. Hi Eric. Hi Mr. Haru. And hi Black Travel. Anyway, Black Travel. How you doing?
Yes. So
good to see everyone here. Yes.
Positivity.
We're gonna do a T-shirt. Yes.
We're gonna do all of that stuff. When things get settled, trust me. This first half of the year is building, and then the second half is just, keeping along, going along with things, and
settling.
But like I said, the title of this one is "Positivity Always Wins," and we're going to make sure that
Segment 7 is in the house. I'm sorry. Hi, darling.
Sister Segment 7, I promised you a phone call. Didn't even give it to you. I've been keeping these late night hours and rushing, but when you're ready, we're ready. Come on in. But I want to make it official and do talk to you and fill you in on a few things. But I'm glad she came to this point because it's backing me up when I say positivity always wins.
Yes.
And you're not supposed to be afraid of anything negative or anything evil. I laugh at it. I chew it up and spit it out. And I speak from experience. And why I say that is because people need to hear this right now, because there are a lot of insecure people who are using righteous powers in wrong ways. You see what I mean? We are supposed to manifest in this world, and there are things that are natural to us, that are designated for us on this planet as we vibrate on this planet, that we are supposed to do. If we need more rain, we're supposed to put it down. If we need more food or need more crops or need this or need that, so we are children of the universe. And I know her phone is all up in her hair. I can hear the locks. It's okay. The thing is that we're supposed to manifest these things and make these things happen. And a lot of us have lost faith. I can't even say faith. I hate to use that word, it's too weak. We lost the ability to know that what we do matters and what we do is something that is effective and has the final word. And see, we got away from that in this watered down religious foolishness that we really don't feel on the inside anyway. These people who are into the heavy religion, Islam, Christianity, Judaism, and a few other things out there, it's like form and fashion. It's like punching the clock. It's like, well, I'm just going to do this. I really don't. It's like when you buy a lottery ticket and you don't think you're going to win. And you just
That's right.
Win, right?
That's right. That's right, because you're not going to win, right?
No, I'm not saying go to lottery the route, but if I'm doing something, I'm like, yo, this is going to get me some money. I'm going to win this.
That's right.
You know what I mean? So when you have people coming around you who hover around you, like when you're building a house and they go up in the crack of dawn and they go up there and watch it and want to do their rituals, go ahead, because I did mine already. I am the ritual. Okay.
There you go.
I am the positivity thing that's going on. You can't tear me down. See, I got too much righteous momentum. What you're trying to come against, I thought about it long before you knew it came to existence. So the momentum has been there for the longest time. You
That's
understand?
right.
So many of us back down. We see things. They done cast a spell on me. Now, when it is something done in the natural, in the melanated powers that we have, that's a righteous thing, right? And you have a right to protect yourself. But if somebody's not coming at you in that kind of way, you don't have the right to go and try to do nothing evil.
No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't.
Evil is weaker, and that shows me insecurity. My very aura, my very energy steamrolls you every time. You know what I mean?
That's right.
And this is the thing. There are people that are so insecure in their own reality. Those who get up in Sunday morning and praise Jesus and Jesus this, but the night before they're paying some dude that ain't got no power, who claims to have power, and it ain't working. How do you feel when you think you casting the evil kind of watered down Caucasoid spell, their occult, right? Because these people are following behind what the white man does. Also, she took from us and twisted it and made it something unnatural, made it something evil. So when you follow behind that, it's evil and it don't work. It's like Christmas lights. They don't work all the way. They get a little flash here and there, but it doesn't work. So when you are in the natural, whether it's on a spiritual level, and I'm going to stop saying supernatural, because supernatural to them, the enemy, is natural to us.
That's right.
It's natural to us. It's supernatural to them. But we're supposed to walk that way. We're supposed to.
It's mind blowing to them, and it's
mighty.
Yeah, exactly.
Supernatural, because your little ding dong is so short. Mine's bigger than yours symbolically, and you're gonna say it's big. No, that's where it's supposed to be. All right.
Oh my word.
That's the way it is. So, and this is why they're fascinated with everything about us. You know, I was watching Tariq Nasheed had posted up something. I think it was on either Instagram or Facebook, something, and it was this cop, I forgot where in the South it was. Maybe it wasn't the South, but he was harassing this guy, and he was driving. He pulled him over. He's outside. Would you believe the cop is pulling down his drawers and fondling his penis? Right? I'm just going off like what's your fascination? Yeah, and you see it. You don't see the actual penis, but you see where he's standing there. And you see his hand, and you see the drawers going down, but the hand blocks out, wherever. But
my God!
Right? What I'm saying is that you don't tolerate that foolishness, right? You got to know you're gonna die if you violate me that way, right? So people who violate you and want to degrade you or smear you or put that energy out there, you have the right to defend yourself by any means necessary.
That's right.
And quote somebody, because that's what Malcolm X said. But what I'm saying is that on the spiritual level, we always just think about the gun part, or the weaponry or the knife or whatever have you. You have the right to steamroll any of these entities that are coming at you with their watered down foolishness, and it has to be spoken on. I'm sick and tired, even in my own person, like these stupid fools who think they can do some watered down hocus pocus and hover around you and sit back behind the tree and see it's going to work now. But you see me coming home after doing some shopping and you see, they're preparing, they're building, they're doing this.
Listen.
He's doing his shows. He's doing this. He's doing when is it going to work? Well, you better go pay more money. You better go find somebody that's more stronger than that. Because what I got inside of me will run you over. Go ahead, sister.
That's right. No, I'm just saying, like you just said, people want to, cast spells or say they're casting spells and so on and so forth, and their lives are jacked up. It's if I have the power,
right?
If I have the power to do certain things, don't you know I'm going to be living like my best life? I'm going to be living like a queen, an empress, a goddess. My life is supposed to show that I have the powers I'm showing you. I'm trying to tell you that I have. You understand what I'm saying? Because the same energy that I'm going to use to try to tell you that I'm going to put a spell on you in the negative, I should have those same powers to put a spell on my damn self in the positive and make my life fabulous. But these people are never living good. They're struggling just like the rest of us. They're living below below the standard, just like a lot of people, know. So what are you doing? What are you working with? You know, you go to a job just like everybody else. The boss, if you happen to be melanated and they're white, they're shitting on you just like everybody else. Where's your power?
Mm-hmm.
That's my question.
Yeah, yeah. Well, like I say, it's funny because, like you said, that same energy could be used to better their lives, and of course, whether we're positive or not, we're always going to have challenges. So it doesn't mean that I've been positive, but I'm going through this stuff. You're going to always be tested. But like I said, it's like that statue being cut out of marble. Every time, if that was a living statue, every time it's chiseled, it's going to hurt, but it's chipping away apart to show the beautiful sculpture below it. So we as human
Yeah,
beings are going to feel that thing chipping away at us. Sometimes it's an illness. Sometimes it's the money thing might be a little too low. Sometimes you might be a little down, and but never question it because you're being chiseled for the better down the line. But these people who are based in evil, I'm not trying to say I have a little sympathy for them, but they just don't know. They're so insecure.
yeah.
And can they really know that they're evil? Because maybe they think they're doing something right, or they take certain things personal, or like I've seen around here in this side of town, there are some who are so butthurt that you came to do something and you're doing it and they ain't getting it done, and they're watching
Mm-hmm.
you pissed. How can you come here like this and surpass me and think higher? You never compromise your standards. Never.
That's right. That's right.
Whatever you're about
That's
on the
right.
inside, you never compromise that. So I never have to come here and say, or anywhere I go, well, I'm here. I have to do this and I have to do that. No, I'm not changing how I'm living. I'm not changing how I'm thinking. I'm going to add on to it by what's around me from the good that's around me, but I'm not going to embrace the negative just because I'm physically there. Maybe you
That's
need to
right.
embrace some of my positivity to raise your level up. And if you have some positivity, we can share. But too many people are out here and they feel that there's some time limit or timeline of righteous success. Like you better get in line and wait for me to get mine, but you ain't been trying to get yours on all levels. Now, I'm not just talking material and money, but that spiritual ascension and
Mm-hmm.
that mental clarity and the
Mm-hmm.
way you live. Because I'm not
Yeah.
just into some physical thing or some material thing. Because like I said, like the quote was that, sometimes the things you own end up actually owning you. I know a man in my neighborhood growing up,
That's right.
he washed his car, waxed his car, polished the rims. What kind of life is that? Every single day for hours?
Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm.
That's what's going on in your life. But if he was open for it, I would say, hey, man, there might be a little bit of an imbalance there. If I have one, help me out with mine too. I saw a lady who, for me, was growing
Exactly.
up, that there was a little bit of a grass patch in front of a house. House was small, had the sidewalk, a little bit of curb, and it had to be like maybe, God, like 6x6, and then the sidewalk to the curb, then 6x6 again. Would you notice when she
Mm-hmm.
got after she retired, and I was much younger, and then when I got older, she got older, she would stay in that doorway after, cutting the grass, watering the grass, and if one blade was off, she'd go out there with a pair of scissors and cut it and cut it and cut it. And if a leaf fell, she'd run outside and just pick up the leaf. 3 o'clock in the
Oh
morning, leaf.
my God.
You see her sometimes. She worshiped those two patches of grass. That meant success to her. That meant perfection. She worked out whatever
Yes.
idiosyncrasy she had on that grass.
Mm-hmm.
So what kind of life is that? Some people would say, "Oh, she's so clean and she keeps it so," and it was so perfect looking. You see what I mean? But that ruled her. It owned her. So even like yesterday, early on, or the day before, and it's like, hey, I didn't do a video today, but I'll do some.
Mm.
I'm
Right.
get more done, but now we pull back and we see the bigger scope of things that I have to do in my personal life. And so I'm still going to get this done, but I'm still going to get the other things too. And one day you'll
Right.
understand, like, damn, you was doing a lot. So if you look at one aspect, oh, he's falling off. No, I'm not.
That's
I'm
right.
growing. You grow and you expand. But these people who, what do you think? You're only going to get your feelings hurt. You're only going to be mad at the man you paid to have something cast on me because it don't work. Your frustration shows that it doesn't work. You are
That's
not
right.
happy.
That's right. That's
You're
right.
watching me. You mad at me. You mad at me because you're really mad at yourself. And you're mad at yourself because you didn't manifest the seeds of greatness inside of you. You ignored those things, or maybe you were too dumb to see that you had them in you because you're following behind the enemy's teachings, propaganda, mind control.
Right.
And the religion's stronghold on your mind that's never going to allow you to get beyond a glass ceiling that is too low for you to walk up straight. Forget flying high. You can't even walk up straight in this man's religion. And you want to get mad. People tell you that, but you feel it. Like a kid who has a size 12 foot squeezed up in a size 10 shoe.
Ooh.
You cramped and you mad at
Tell
me.
it.
Take the damn shoe of politics off. I don't care who you vote in the office and what country you're in and what political system you're in. They are not going to do anything for you.
That's right.
You're responsible for wiping your own backside. So how about that? And you run and picket and lobby and we gotta get this one voted in, whatever. And your life is a sad, tangled ball of affairs.
Yes, it is. Yes.
It's just so crazy. But you won't run over there and give them a little snap, a little something to drink, and give a little money because that Lance, he needs to be taught a lesson because he's doing too good and he cocky with it. No, not cocky. No, when you're confident. And somebody calls you cocky because they damn insecure.
Yes, indeed. That is so true.
To this earth, which that might sound like Bible talk, but it sounds pretty good because you're here to conquer righteously and subdue the earth. I'm not here to
we are gods.
And subdue somebody else and stop. My mission is to go cast spells and go and stop them and smear the name. Well, you waste your time because. Like it was said in the chat room a couple shows ago, karma never misses an address. Like it's never going to miss. Like
wasn't that a profound comment?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Exactly. So these people, you coming at me because you manage your damn self.
Yes.
Because you failed.
That's always the case.
There's a word in there. That word is there for a reason. You failed. And now you want to be mad at me. See, too many people are apologists. Well, we really didn't fail. And you can come back from a failure. But how are you going to get better unless you acknowledge that you failed?
Exactly.
Good this time. You got yes men and women around you. Oh no, this is whispering and working these things. Look, let me tell you something. People are on me in certain ways. Like I'm not paranoid, and and we talk. But I'm going to sit here, well, I can't talk about it. I got to be quiet about it. To hell with all of you naysayers who are not in your lane, but you're trying to come in the road and block me. I am not going to swerve off the road and crash. I'm going to run over you. If you think you're going to lay down act like I'm just laying out and you doing it on purpose, boom, 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 boom. That's all you're going to hear. And you're going to be bruck up.
Oh, bruck up. Oh, not broken up now. Broke up. Oh, right. I love it. Let that Jamaican come out in you, my dear sir. Let that Jamaican come out. Bring it out.
But it's the truth, though. It's the truth. And people hover around you and want to see, is everything all right? Not really concerned. They just want to hear something negative. Are you okay? You're losing weight. Oh, yeah. Oh, you've been putting on weight. I said, yeah, I'm trying to put on another 50 pounds. This food is good. You roll with it. Don't resist the energy. Flow with it.
That's true. Because you negate it when you flow with it. You know that, right?
And then you can eventually get a grip on it and turn it back around on them.
That's right.
I'm not wasting my energy to come at nobody. I got too much that I have to do on a positive level. And the victories are lining up. They're lining up, whether the world knows it or not. Been getting them. And that's what I want people to understand. It's not about me. I use myself as a guinea pig on different levels, but just know that at the end, positivity always wins. Even when it feels like it's not winning or you're not winning. You're getting yourself set up to win, but you got to hold it and not let the negative people of the world get you emotional, take you off your game.
That is the lesson to learn. That is the lesson. It's a hard lesson to learn, Brother Lance. It's not easy, but that is the lesson to learn, is to remain positive in the midst of adversity, especially adversity that people bring to you, not the natural things that you have no control over, you know. Yeah, you know what I mean? It's it's you know, you just made me lose my thought. You do that all the time. You do that all the time. But yeah, Go
But
ahead.
this
Help me
is
out.
awesome what Clarissa Caldwell said. Being mean is sometimes is the only way some people will understand and realize you're not stupid and not blind. Let me tell you something. It's just like boxing, and I always compare boxing, right? You hit me with a low blow, I'm hitting you back. I didn't initiate it. But you hit me with a low blow and I don't hit you back, I'm still drained because you hit me between my legs, and down the line or down the stretch, I might need that energy. And you might win because of that. So we're going to even it up. We both going to have some hurting balls, okay? You see what I mean?
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. No? You're not afraid to fight back. Absolutely. Exactly. I agree. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah.
So, that's what it is. So you stay shining. Just like Sister Segment 7 said, look at that. Never bring yourself to someone's lower level indeed. I cry at the outside and write my life from the inside out. Daggone right, sister.
That's right. That's right, sis.
You can come on every day all you want, for real. Like said, because you have this blank book that is your life. And you have the right to write in those pages how you want your life to be. And too many of us think that, well, I'm just up the creek without a paddle. Wherever the stream goes, I'm pulled. No. Situations will influence you in certain ways, but you have the right to take whatever direction you want to take, whether others say it's right or wrong. You know what's up with what you need to do when you know that you're on point.
That's it.
It seems like you're so far off the mark. Let me tell you something. There's some things that I've always had inside of me that it seemed like I would never get there, not because I thought that, but from the outside, it would seem like I would never get there. All this that we're doing right now, I never knew it would play out exactly like this, but I knew it would come to something like this in my reality. Very abstract way of thinking, but where I am now, I sensed it, although I didn't know it immediately all the way. I knew that I was on a special path, and we all are on a special path, but you have to know it and be steadfast in that. If you think that you're not special enough, you're not going to treat yourself that way.
That's true.
Every part of the watch behind the face, a plate of a fine watch has a purpose and a goal. Every gear. Every gear.
Yes, indeed.
If your gear is unseen and real tiny and small, it don't mean it's real tiny and small, because if you pull up the
not insignificant. Right.
That's right. Look, you can get the most powerful muscle car, Chevy this and Mustang this and all, American muscle cars from back in the day. But if you just take the battery terminal off and the cable off of one part, it ain't starting.
That's right.
A part that is like pennies on a dollar, doesn't cost much, insignificant. Just take it off and just close the hood down, and it ain't gonna start. Simple.
That's true. That watch analogy is really good because everybody likes to change their own batteries. I don't know. I shouldn't say everybody. I like to change my batteries and my watches. And there are times when you open the back and, like you said, there are so many little tiny gears and little arms that, you make one little mistake taking that battery out and you shift because they're so tiny and they're so fragile. You shifted just, yes.
Because they have the tools for it. See, that's the thing. See, so this is another one, right? And there's nothing wrong with you having a desire to do that, but you have a desire to change the battery in your watch, but you just didn't have the tool for it.
There you go.
So this is why we get people who are healers, who are real healers. Some people will say doctors, but let's just say the common thing of doctor. If something happens with me that I couldn't heal myself or take care of myself, and I go to a doctor, right? I'm not talking about the white doctor in the hospital, but we're just overall, if you want to take it that way, fine. This is not about the specifics that way. Well,
Right.
are you going to go to school for like 14 years to learn that very thing that you need? You'll be dead by then because it'll get out of control and kill you. You go to the doctor who put the time in. That's the tool that you use to heal yourself. So even on the team, see, like on the team, and you know all this stuff on an administrative level that I don't know. And you have an eye to say, well, you know, Lance, that's a good idea, but you need to pull it back this way and pull it back that way. Because of your experience, I benefit from all the years of what you put in.
Right.
So bringing it back to these evil people who, whether they know they're not, they're evil. You don't know what's on my team. You don't know what hedge of protection is around me. Sound like Christian talk, right? I use those things.
Do.
For that. You know what I mean? Some closet person, like, you know, I don't see Lance on Sunday morning. Where is he? I don't know. I thought I saw him in his church, right? Calling out Jesus' name. Nah. You know, I mean, right now, I might slip and say the word Jesus in a real good orgasm. No, I'm just playing. That's a joke. And that's the only.
You're not allowed, Brother Lance. You're not allowed. Okay.
But see, you know, people, oh God. The only time they say, oh God, is when they're about to get into a fatal car accident or have a good orgasm. Other than that, you know, I'm not talking about European, whatever. I'm just playing around. But like I said, man, you know, you have the right to smash these people around you who coming at you with the obvious intention and call them out.
Yes, you do.
I'll call them out.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
I let them know I know who they are.
Look at segment, praise him.
Praise somebody, because this thing felt good. Praise him. Yes, let me lay hands on you.
Oh God.
Coming through. Yeah, but he spelled coming not COMING, but CUMING. The porno way. Anyway. Oh, nasty pastors out here. I called them out too. Like I said, you have the right when you have that discernment and a spiritual connection. And it's like, I know you don't like what I'm doing. I'll talk to them. I'm a Muhammad Ali. I know you don't like what I'm doing, but this is what's happening. Ain't it killing you? You smile. I know you don't like it. You know what I mean? Make them feel uncomfortable. How dare you let some evil person at the hint of, you better be careful with them, because I saw them by the Hulu man. Look like they're going to try to do something to you. Catch this. You know, this is what, I'm not going to say exactly what you're doing, but hey, sit back and watch. 2 weeks later, you must be mad. You spent money and ain't nothing work. Damn. Messed up. And you broke too?
Yeah.
Call them out. Have to bow down to these people because they don't
gave all their money.
Yeah, but they're not connected. Every day, no matter what you're going through, there's a way of looking at things. And sometimes, I'm going to tell you something, things can get really tough in this life, honestly. I'm not just saying it's just, I don't have a Prozac gland inside of my body that it just shoots out Prozac, and anything that happens, you know, oh, I just stepped in some doo-doo. I'm just going to walk into the garden and rub it below the plant. The plants will grow better. Some people artificially positive. It's like you want to punch them in the face. What I'm saying is,
I know.
What you're doing, and strive for that thing that will bring you up out of the mess that you're in. Whether it's a self-inflicted mess that you say, I'll never do this again, or something that somebody fooled you, got into your life and backed your stuff up. So right now, I'm playing hardball every day, and I walk like it. I'm doing a ring walk every time I come down the street. Damn, you look like he's going to battle. You want to be the one to be in the battle with me? Leave me alone, because I've
seen those shadows. I've seen those shadows. You know, you did a video.
Yeah, I don't mean to swing just physically. I'm ready for that too. Look. Now, you know, I heard a little noise outside the window a little while ago before we got on the show, right?
Yeah, you did.
What did I do? What did I do?
Oh, God.
Didn't I? What did I have
like a crazy person. A crazy person.
I had a T-shirt on. It's hot
in
here.
A teddy T-shirt. A teddy T-shirt.
A teddy T-shirt. That sounds queer. Wait a second. I had a regular T-shirt on.
They didn't get on a tiny T-shirt.
Yeah, but I ran out there. I don't think games. I have to go take my time and put on my shorts. No, I will keep behind out. Let them see that I'm nuts like that, because I am. No, this is the time to be serious.
You're a mess.
Yeah, it's the truth. That's why I ain't on camera now. I ain't gonna show it.
Oh gosh. Why not? Why not?
We'll do a LanceScurv OnlyFans page, right? Imagine that, right?
Oh no. Mrs. Scurv would tear your hide.
You're crazy. He did that for real?
No, she would not allow that.
No, I know. With the money rolling, she'll be like, "Yeah, where you getting all this money from? Give it to me." So what I'm saying, though, we gotta stop being in fear of these people who.
That's true. That's true.
Their little shadow work, and again, not to confuse those who have righteous powers that will do things to straighten you out if you come at them wrong. You have the right to do things, and you're not evil now. You're innocent. You positive. You on your own. And people come at you a certain way, you better work that show. You better work that thing you do. That's not evil, and you have a right to do that. But this startup,
I agree.
And I don't like that. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna stop this. How dare he?
That's right. That is always so amazing.
I've been through all my life.
Right. You start your platform. You worked your ass off to bring it to where it is right now, right? And somebody out there is going to have the audacity to say that you're not going to continue, or they're going to try and sabotage you.
They didn't give me that. They didn't give me this life. My life is to be played out the way it's supposed to play out. Be played out to me.
Exactly.
Maybe my head is too small to grasp how powerful this system, this universe, this energy that gave me.
All.
Let's just say it that way. I ain't gonna nitpick with nobody. I'm just saying this did not happen by chance, and I'm not here by chance, and nobody in this chat room is here by chance.
That's right.
So it's just basically a pep talk to let you know that you don't have to negotiate with the evil ones. Hell no. That's why I put the evil eye up there.
It's non-negotiable. Your life is non-negotiable. It is, it is what it is, and you're going to accomplish. I'm going to accomplish. We're all going to accomplish what we set out to, what we're here for, as long as we pay attention to our lives.
That's right.
Know your mission, and don't get caught up in somebody else's mission. Don't get caught up in what somebody else is doing, or measure your life by somebody else's yardstick. Don't do that. Because
offer positivity when it is a positive situation, when someone's trying to do something, like they say, when you light a candle from your candle, it never reduces the original candle. It doesn't do anything bad to that original candle. I can light 100 for one candle and my flame is still just as strong. And that's the reward of lighting other candles, because you'll always have 100 other lights to light you back if your flame goes out. But it's got to be a positive.
There you go. That is beautiful. Yes.
Why you think you better than someone or so and so? Well, the choices I've been making, and from what I see, the choices you're making, it's a whole different vibe. It would not be a good investment for me. We got to people as investments. As investments. Are you going to invest just something in something that's doomed for failure? Something that's based in negativity, that's not going anywhere? A bunch of gossiping behind, peeping through the window, hating every time they see a little money in your hand or little bags coming home or whatever have you, and they get up early in the morning. Oh, he building a house. Let me go up there and see if I can do something to the soil and cut a chicken head and do it. That's stupid. You're not even on the real deal.
But listen, once again, all of these so-called rituals come right back to, why isn't your life manifesting better? It all comes back to that one question. You are putting so much energy into trying to block me. Why isn't your path clear?
So how about this one? Those who are confused and easily led, but they think that they all that. They think they're a prophet, right?
Oh God!
You think you're the leader of black people, but you can't leave white women alone, huh? How about that?
Oh God!
And you're full of venom for other people who are positive, and you think that's going to work out when your life is wrecked up? Your life is a mess. You don't see it. Most of these people are on sinking ships and don't see it. I'm cool. I'm producing. I'm moving forward. Don't matter how much money you have. When something's to be done in your life and it takes money will come to you or ways will be made for you, and you'll be like, yo, I do it. It wasn't just you. It's your mission that you're on, and the divine thing is going to make sure that you find your way to where you have to find your way. So when people talk about, oh, well, you say you won't do this, but you got money? Do you have money? Like, what are you asking me that for? You're trying to yes, I have money. I might have lint in my pocket, but you're gonna tell me I gotta negotiate with you and bring my thoughts and passion down. Oh, well, I better not do this because I ain't got no money. Yes, I got the resources, the power of the universe behind me. I was made by the most powerful entity in the universe, and I'm not here to be mediocre.
That's right.
Mediocrity, then that's because you accepted it. But as you wear mediocrity throughout your life, don't be mad at me for refusing it.
That's right.
You see what I mean?
Tell it. Damn it. Tell it.
Especially when you live it and you know it. I didn't think I had no book. This is life. Like that old wise grandma sitting up on the steps with 3 teeth in her head, but she's the smartest thing ever, and you can't get enough of her when life started hitting you. And when you were young, you ain't listened to her. And every time
wasn't listening.
You felt it in your backside. And you said, there's just something about this lady that she knows. Baby, because I live life, you know. I ain't got to leave off this porch. I've been in this life for 84 years. You know what I mean? You did a little different, but I done did everything you did. I already know that young man gonna break your heart. But Grandma, he things. Grandma, he loves me so much. Grandma, that boy, you know, Mom, you see how you look at the last 3 years? You wasn't built like that. Guess what he want from you?
Right.
Well, he hasn't done anything with me. Well, yeah, but 9 months later, okay. All right. Better listen. And we better listen to the signs that come to us. Even if it sounds stupid to the world. You go and you vet everything around you, every bit of energy, even the thoughts that are in your head that you think you thinking. It's not always where you.
It's not always you.
Your head sometime. They're spoken into you. Look. When was the last time you saw electricity? I mean, we see a lightning strike, or we put a plug in. See, look, we comb our hair. You know, we other kind of hair. We comb our hair.
Static.
But when's the last time you really saw electricity just walking around? Hi, I'm electricity guy. Excuse me, I just want to get into the other room. How you been? No, we don't see electricity like that. But electricity is in wires, right? We see wires all around our computers and things we plug in. Those are the things that house the charge.
Right.
So we see people all the time, but we don't know if it's a live wire or not. We don't know what charge they have. Just because they sound nice, they can be damn evil. And they can be looking mean and be the sweetest person because they got something on their mind. Stop taking people on face value. We take people on face value too easily. But they're a nice person. How the hell you know this person's nice? They're always smiling. They greet me so pleasant. Come on. And I'm not saying that the person who appears this way is evil, but give it some time because we don't know what kind of energy is around us.
That's right.
Up in New York, I was working on the attic apartment. We had a basement, I had a first floor, a second floor, and an attic. And the attic wasn't like traditional attics. It was pretty tall. You can live in that bed. Now, admittedly, the basement apartment was illegal by law, but I needed the money. I built it up nice. The first and second floor you can do separately, you know, and I did the second floor separately, and that was legal because it was a legal 2-family house. But the attic now was illegal, usually because when people do these apartments, they do it in a makeshift kind of way, and it's very unsafe. Well, I did things with thicker wires, with extra this and extra that, beyond code on the regular spaces. So, of course, technically it was illegal, but it was the safest place you ever want to be. So I did everything that way. So now when the attic was ripped out, I had some wires hanging down. I had a friend who came to help me with the heavy electrical, but the light stuff I could do. He'd run the box in there, and I put the outlets where I wanted, the switches where I wanted, because I like convenience. I don't want, you ever go into a room and say, why does switch way over there? You know what I mean?
Oh, none at all. Yeah, exactly.
And you got to pass the coffee table, the couch, and trip over it before you get to the switch. Why? Right? So here's the deal. There was a wire hanging down, and there was a bulb at the end of it. And I pulled the switch for the bulb and the light didn't come on. So what do you think? Well, okay, there's no power in that wire. So I got up near the ceiling to connect the wires, some different wires that were adjacent to that main one, and connected that. Let me know, well, that light didn't come on. There can't be no power up here.
Right.
Put my hand on the wire and shocked the heck out of myself. Fell off the ladder. Boom! For real.
What?
Wait a second. How is there power in the light, in the wires, when I just tested it and pulled it and it didn't come on? Well, you know why? The light was blown. So it couldn't give me a proper assessment of what was flowing. It was there. Some people can hide their face and hold their face a certain way and give you that smile. Oh, he's a nice person. Then you see him and they're looking at you funny, or you see them and they know something went down a certain way, but they going with the lie. You and throwing you under the bus.
That's right. That's true. That's true.
To make you look good. All them little games. So I'm keeping all y'all. I'm not saying anybody here. I'm just saying in life in general. The main thing to do, don't get mad like that. Assess them and say, you know, I know they're evil. They don't have the best intentions for me. But you know what? I'm going to
step aside
off and shine. I'm going to shine. I'm going to shine every day. If you expect me to do 2, I'm going to do 5. If you expect me to do 5, I'm doing 15 and doing it good.
That's right.
Getting to bed early and getting up early and run circles around you, what you doing with your negative self, and doing positive and showing you what you're not doing, so you can be pissed off more and be more evil and consume yourself. See, you don't have to fuss with evil people. I'm gonna cuss that nigga out. Oh, you ain't gonna do that. I'm gonna get my peace of mind, because now you're lowering yourself, like Sister Segment 7 said. You're joining on with them,
right?
And now you're not doing what you need to be doing for yourself.
That's right. That's right.
Now you're not arguing with them. I said 2. You can call them out in passing. They may say, "Good morning." So yeah, I'm having a great morning. I know you don't like it because I saw you so and so. I'll throw things at you, and you'll be like, "Oh damn." Make them feel naked, but don't get mad. Back and forth stuff. Never let your feet stop walking. Keep stepping. Movement is the key. If you got time where you're not doing anything and these people get around you, then you got time to argue with them. No, find something to do positive. I don't care if you window shop and you broke. For the time you have money, then you know what you need to get in that store. Or go online and surf. Or go Google something that you don't know about.
That's true.
The Brazilian rainforest and let me learn about that. Take your mind on the do-nothing Negroes who are sitting around with you. And I mean, do-nothings could be any color, because white folks are the biggest ones who want to come at us. And the coons that you get on these jobs.
Oh, man.
You're in the street. People don't even know you. Why don't you smile?
Oh, my gosh. Yes.
Smile for what?
Yes. Listen.
Off the face of the earth. You see Rose, and yes, I am. Why am I gonna waste my smile at you? I'm gonna spend my smile with those who and need my smile. I got know that a lot. It's so important for you to see me smile. Maybe you want me to smile and do a little tap dance to make you feel good. Maybe
there you go.
It's making you feel uncomfortable, but I'm not.
There you go.
To make you feel comfortable in the karma that you know is coming for you. You see what I mean?
That's exactly what it is.
I don't have
because when you don't smile, you're too serious. You're too serious.
Parasite comfortable. Why are you starting? They had nothing to do with slavery. The damn sure benefiting from it. And as long as they keep that proximity of what they think is a superior position over you, they're all right with the world. Everything's good. Because you're so subservient to me. And when you speak, even, I'm not even going to say equal because we are so far superior, but when you speak directly in their eye evenly, they think you're down to them and you're arrogant and you have an attitude. Why? Because
because you give eye contact.
Arrogant because I'm confident. If I won straight by knockout, Don't I have the right to know that as long as I maintain training and keep myself up, I'm going to have 50 more? I'm supposed to walk around and be apologetic. If I'm 6'3", I got to walk around like I'm 5'9". If I got a Barry White voice, I got to go around like Michael Jackson. I'm not knocking him. That's the way he was made. But why do we have to reduce ourselves? And even amongst our own Black people, why do we have to reduce ourselves?
That's it.
To be acceptable. Or because you in mental chains, I got to walk around in chains too? You in mental chains somehow, I just
not me.
And I go and say, I need to build a warehouse over here. I need to have this. I need to have some trucks. I need to get a hold of some planes because I have this thing inside of me that I need to make happen. I'm going to get some property. I'm going to build some container homes on it. And I'm going to bring my people out here and let them live for free. Because it's the excess money I might have, and I'm gonna put some elbow grease in it, and I'm gonna invest in people who have something inside of them, and that's how I'm gonna transfer this positive energy. How about that?
There you go. There you go. There you go.
Why am I gonna sit here with the white man's dollar bill, the dead presidents, and try to flex on you? My revenge on them is to uplift you if you're worthy of it. But evil,
that's right.
The curb. I treated you right. You acted like that, but I saw past it. I saw the evil eye. Just like in that banner you're looking at.
And this one, sometimes, I mean, this one looks even nicer than some of the eyes people will show, to show you.
I know. Evil eye with stuff in the corner.
I mean, I've seen.
I love you. How are you?
Right. I mean, I've told you of the side eyes that I've seen you get, because I pay attention to every video. I pay attention to everybody.
Sure my nostrils. If I look up, my nose. I'm just playing.
But I pay attention.
Like the other day, I had something at the corner of my lip. I was up there and I was like, "Oh my God, I look so much of a slob."
I saw it. I sure did.
I was like, "Am I getting like Dick Gregory?" Dick Gregory had all this white froth. He was like. I mean, maybe I'll get like that when I get older. He's sort of almost cussing out, and he would do that sometime. Somebody ask me a question, huh? What the F you talking about? Are you stupid? Whoa.
And stuff would be flying all over the place. Foaming at the mouth. But I did see that. And I was like, I can't, it's not even like I could say, I couldn't text you and go, hey, you need to wipe off your mouth.
I know. It was already in the can and uploaded and was what it was.
It was funny.
But that's the thing.
Yes, it does.
Yeah. But when you have a strength and a power inside of you, you're not supposed to reduce that thing. You're supposed to cultivate it and make it stronger. Now, you don't go out and show off to people or try to look down on people or make them feel bad. You take that power you have and you uplift the people that need it, that really are striving. It always equate to money. Look, I'd rather work along with somebody who has no money but has a passion and really a track record of striving to get better in what they do, as opposed to somebody who's already there and arrogant. I don't want to be bothered with that person, because once you get already there in your success, whatever that may be, whatever level, and it's not just money, you're supposed to be more humble. More humble. And I don't mean humble like, because that's a funny word, like humble.
That's a funny word. Yes. Yes.
Being humble and dumb. No. I mean, let me just correct that. More grounded, more down to earth.
Yes.
You're all that, and you're the center of everybody's universe. No, how dare you? Just because you got some dead presidents in your pocket. And again, success is not just equated that way. You can have a simple, peaceful life and be very successful because you're in tune with the universe around you, where anything you need. And I've had days like that. I remember, and I told everybody before, I'm gonna say it again. Maybe there are some people who are new who never heard it before, but I left the house in a rush. And when I would leave the house to go to drive the bus, I'd have to go sometimes pick the bus up or go to the bus depot where they had a shuttle. See, I would park my car there at the bus yard, and they had all the maintenance people and the administration stuff. And they had a shuttle that took it down the couple miles that I would need to get down to downtown to pick up the bus that was already in motion from the wee hours, because I would always drive late. So I ran out and I had my food, but I left it in the car. Jumped on
Oh,
the
wow.
and on this particular route I was doing, there was no time to go in anywhere and get anything to eat. And the spots that I did have a layover, there was no food around. I was like, I am screwed.
Oh,
Mr.
wow.
Scurv was working that day, and there's no way I could have called her to come and give it to me. And
Oh,
just the way it
wow.
was, I said, you know what? Okay, it's going to come. I'm not going hungry today. I could have and been through the day. I had days like that where I purposely, like, okay, I ate enough. I took a few bites. I'm not eating no more. Bring home a lot of food, right? But this day, I was hungry, but I knew, and I was going to summon up some food. And I
From
didn't worry about
somewhere.
it. I just went driving. And at the point where I was going to come downtown on my second round trip, I took one trip out, one trip back, another trip out. And on the way back, I went to the bus stop right there by oh God, what's the street there? I'm forgetting already. Kirkman Road, right there by the Walmart in Metro West. I turned the corner, and there was a woman there that she was I wouldn't say elderly, but she was a little older than me. And I hadn't seen her for a long time. She's always laughing at my jokes on the other bus route. And I hadn't seen her for a long time. And she got on the bus with this big brown bag, shopping bag. And she said, baby, you know, you crossed my mind today, and I got this for you. Something told me. Now, you know, she equated it different now. You know, the Lord put it on my heart.
I listen.
I know it was no Lord, but I know it. You know, it's a divine connection, but they put that as over it, right?
Spirit.
You know, the Lord put it on my heart to go on and get you a full meal because the Lord told me you didn't have no food on you.
Spirit.
I wasn't going to argue with her. She was already in her ways. So I thanked her for being connected to receive that divine download. And she taught me, I mean, it was a huge, and it was just like I liked at the time with the vegans. I mean, she did it so perfect. Got me like a big half a gallon of juice. And I love to drink. Big thing of food, fruits after that. I brought some of that food home that night. I couldn't even eat the whole thing. Wow. And I was like, I knew it. No, and I knew this. This wasn't like, oh, I didn't know it. I was panicking. No, I summoned it. And you have that power. No more walking around like we need to be, maybe. And if I'm worthy. No, you are worthy. What the hell you mean? You are
That's right. That's positivity.
Right. Not only just for everybody else, but for yourself too.
Yeah.
And I mean, stop thinking that it's only for other people. It's for you too. And stop feeling guilty when you do something for yourself. Why do we do that? We start apologizing.
Because we don't think we deserve it.
Exactly. Now I'm gonna compare it on a shopping level. It's spiritual. It's deeper than that. Girl, you done went and spent all this money out of yourself. I never saw you. You sure you ain't gonna be bad off by the end of the month? You know what I mean? No, you just if you want that, if you want to yourself to a restaurant, if you want to treat yourself to not answer the doorbell or the phone and stay inside and keeping all the negative people away from you, only the positive people, you have the right to look at the phone while it's ringing. If that person is not in accord with what you have to do and they rub you the wrong way, watch them ring.
Tell it.
The phone
I
down.
do that all the time. I do it all the time.
And if they get determined, give them a silent message of they keep ringing. What they're gonna know that I know who it was calling, because when they call now, it's gonna go straight to voicemail. Oh, that nigga didn't cut the phone off. He knew I was calling him. I enjoy my tranquility.
I'm gonna pay attention to that.
Well, I never do that to you, sweetheart. You know how fast I fall asleep. You text me one night, and I text you, and you text me back, and you were waiting, it never happened. I was sitting there on the bed, and the phone was on the ground.
Oh my God, I give up. That's why if you text me and you say I'm falling out, I will not respond with anything that needs a response back. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
That's right. That's right. No, you don't have to be bullied by these energies out there. Let them know you're wasting your time. You're spending money on this stuff to come at me. It's really like you taking a piece of wood and throwing it at me, and I'm fire. I'm fire. I'm gonna burn that up and get brighter.
Yes.
I'm gonna chew it up. You can't stop me. Now, if I'm based on wrong energy, or I get too cocky and think it's me that's the author of all of this, and I disconnect myself from divine energy, getting carnal,
You will get slammed. Yes.
I'm the man. Yeah, it's me. I'm the man. Yeah, I did that. Yeah. We're connected on the divine level to all this thing that is called universe. We got to pick and choose what we hook up to.
Right.
Keyword hook up. Let's just bring it down to a carnal level. Like I always say, if the number 100 got horny one night and went to bed with the number 50 and they had sex, the number 100 wakes up to be 75 because you average out with what you hang out with.
That's true.
If on an intellectual, spiritual level, 50 wanted to hang out with 100 and 100 wanted to share some of its wisdom, then 50 would eventually get to 75 and to 100.
75?
You see what I mean? It's all about the energy. If you open yourself to something, don't be mad at me when you itching and scratching at the clinic Monday morning because you went home with that woman who wasn't clean Saturday night.
Lord have mercy.
Man, you should have thought about that. I'm not trying to stupid myself down, and I don't think I'm. Making investments.
Yes, that's true. That's true. We have standards, and if people live up to whatever standard, a high standard. I'm not going to say whatever. If you live to a higher standard, right? A lot of times we feel guilty, or people try to make you feel guilty for having high standards, and for not wanting to mix and meddle with someone on a lower level. You're not necessarily looking down on anyone, but you're not putting yourself down there. If they want to play with you, they gotta come up to your level, plain and simple.
But if they feel where they are, and your essence and your energy lets them see where they are, you can't feel bad about that. Well, I'm just gonna make it where I don't make you feel bad. And what you say you're doing, you're gonna be fornicating and drinking and smoking and doing all kind of things. Yeah, do it with the one you're supposed to be with.
That's right.
You can't be freaky with somebody. Be freaky with the person you're with.
That's right. That's right.
You're all over the place, and you mad when you got all these damn soul ties connected to you, and you appear like you're bipolar or quadruple polar. You and tied up with their energies, and you confused. You stand around with your clothes on, gotta leave out the house hours, and you don't know what to do next. I can't find my keys, and it's in the door. I can't find my glasses, it's on your head. I went to the bathroom 5 times and couldn't go. You confused. You hooked up with the wrong energies around you.
That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right.
And that's a good thing, J.E., to do positive things, because we'll never come back with your hands dirty.
That's right.
If they want to take it the wrong way or mess up on what you've given them, that's on them. But you did the right thing. All I'll say is just try to make sure that you're making the right investment in the right people that may not be frauds, right? It's not going to hurt you, but you'll get more of a, it's like recommending somebody for a job. Somebody that you thought all the time was cool and they can handle work, and I'm going to recommend him. Yeah, he's a good guy. He's a good worker. He go there and mess up. He was in the break room sleeping. He was in the bathroom beating his meat.
No, that's a bad reflection on you.
Exactly.
You beat your meat too?
Why would you recommend that to me to work here? You see what I mean?
Yes. Yes. Yes, indeed.
You got to be really careful. And the higher you go, the more careful you have to be. It doesn't mean you have to be paranoid. You don't have to be scared, but just be careful.
Yes.
Because they don't want to see you get higher. They don't want to see you. I'm not going to focus on you. I'm just talking about it now, because 99.99% of the time, like I say, I steamroll them. Get in my way and count on me to be nice to you when you're evil to be and want nothing but death, not only to me, but my dreams and my visions and the things I'm trying to manifest. Right? And you think I'm being kind with you? No, I'm breaking your legs. You rolled over me. You got in my way. You have nothing good for me. This is war. This is war. That's right. When you step out of your door, you don't know what's coming at you on the spirit level.
And
just
it's
like
so
the wires that you didn't know they had a charge in it.
right.
You see a nice looking wire smiling at you, and they got a negative charge or some charge to shock you and electrocute you. I'm not looking at the
And
world in
that's
a different
something.
way, because once you know the good people, you know them. You know who you can open up to. And good people operate a certain way. It takes time, unless you approach them more aggressively because you know they're good, because you downloaded their spirit. But most of the time when you on, and you got to be on, the only time that you get caught is when you're not on, meaning centered.
Right.
People say, oh, you got to be prayed
Right.
up. But you know what? I say you also have to be prayed up. You got to be PREYED up, prayed. So the evil people, I'm coming after you. I'm not gonna be. Look, if you're a snake and you're in a room with me, oh, he's over there and he's evil, and I'm just gonna watch him. No, I'm
chop
looking
off him damn head. That's right.
You I go to sleep. I ain't gonna go to sleep with you hanging out there. You might bite something off. I need to go urinate with. Always I'm coming after you. I'm chasing you away, or I'm coming after you. And if I chase you away, you get away, you're going to realize that I meant death for you.
That's right.
And they count on you being so nice and
scared.
Look, it's better for you to ask that of me than me ask that of you. See? We always wait to the last minute when we know the deal, but many of us are afraid to pull the trigger. You know that friendship that you have ain't no good. You know this joker don't like you.
I agree with that. I might be guilty of that. Yeah.
Welcome. Get rid of them. Tell you don't want around no more. No explanation. Oh, you tell. Listen, I'm not. But look what I did that for you 3 years ago. I did that for you. In close proximity until I have my fall that you thought I was going to have, so you can go and you so close. I tell you everything, and you can run to everybody else and tell them exactly how it happened. Yeah, girl.
Right.
So funny. Yeah, she found out her man was cheating. He is fine. Hey, I might invite him over later on because I always wanted him. How's she feel now? The hell out of here.
Listen.
You're a snake. I'm coming after you.
This current.
You be scared.
Current. we have a delay. You know that, right?
Okay, no, go on and say yes.
Okay. No, I was gonna say with this whole getting rid of negative energies around you or people or whatever. This current situation that the world finds itself in, that is now dividing people, the haves and the have-nots, if you get what I'm saying. That is really breaking up a lot of family and friends. And, it's causing people to have to do exactly what you just said. Not take the phone calls, not take the request to come and visit,
Right.
And it's a hard thing to do. It's Well, I didn't hear you.
Oh no! I was just agreeing. It's just going.
Yeah. No, it's very difficult. I'm not saying that it can't be done, but you have to put yourself in such a headspace to know that a year and a half ago, it was a whole different scenario. You know what I'm saying? And now you're looking at people that you used to vibe with, and you're saying, no, I can't do this anymore. I can't do it, because you just can't afford to have that around you.
Yeah, you're right.
And I hope everyone understands what I'm saying without me having to say, anything more.
Well, we're all intelligent here. Like I said, I'm so proud to be here with such fascinating people who are beyond smart,
Oh, yeah. I'm reading the comments. Oof.
Yeah. This is not an ignorant, situation here. This is all good. I see some chat rooms, man. They're just so ghetto and off the chain and all kind of stuff.
You're looking at this. Everybody's having a conversation by themselves. Nobody's talking to the next person. It's like here we have conversations. I mean, we did have one person having a conversation all by themselves last night, but Yeah,
you got them. Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, it's just stop giving in to this foolishness. Stop giving in to allowing a space to be made in your life to accommodate these energies. What you have to ask yourself if something's uncomfortable. Look, okay, do you go to the barber or the hairdresser? And I'm not saying about, whatever it is, take a brother with an afro. A couple of the hairs come out of the silhouette that he wants of this perfectly round afro. So he pats it down. He knows he's not going to go to the barber shop for another 3 days. So he pats it down. But he pats it down so good it doesn't misbehave to be shown to be cut anyway. So if you just keep patting it down, patting it down, patting it down, the day it springs out all over the place is just going to be a mess out of, I'm not saying our hair is a mess. I'm just saying out of that perfectly round 1970s style afro. I'm not patting nothing down, meaning that those people who are in your life that are definitely there not for anything good, I'm not going to pat them down and keep them and make them behave by seeing it a certain way. No, I'm cutting you. I don't have to be the barber. The hair's out of place, I'm cutting you off. The hair's out of place, I'm cutting you off. I'm going to keep that perfect afro silhouette. You understand?
All the time.
I'm not even waiting for that time. It'll be an easier job by the time I get to the barbershop. Cut, you want to keep that cut the whole time through. You want to get a good life? Stop weighing your vehicle down, carrying people that's helping you to burn gas and they're like giving you nothing in your life.
Right. Good analogy. Yes. Absolutely.
Get rid of the dead weight. You don't have but so much fuel and you got to get to shore, but you a cargo plane with all of these crates on there. It's like, listen, I'm not going to try to make it to shore and crash and end up in the water. I only have so much fuel here and not enough to make it with the load that I'm carrying. So what are you going to do? Open it up and get rid of them dead weight crates.
That's right.
And can go further on less fuel and you'll land. Because when you crash and burn, those crates don't care about you and those other entities don't care about you. Ha ha ha. He didn't.
That's right. That's right.
Anyway. You'd be surprised.
Yeah. And sometimes push come to shove, those damn crates will float up on shore and you're dead.
Exactly.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
They still won't make it. They get a free ride on you, wearing you down.
Exactly. Exactly.
You might be with a man and you trying to finish up school or some type of thing, some type of trade school or something, and you so caught. Well, baby, you ain't got to study tonight. You come on, let's hang out. Let's give me a little loving. You messing up in your lessons, or you have a goal and you got a bunch of girlfriends around you trying to make you spend money. You got to live sometime. You're saving for a house. You're saving for something, and you working hard, and they don't even have it like that. At the end of the day, you spend your money. They still go, girl, you got a little $100 to the end of the week, so. Well, you ain't making me spend nothing. I'm not cheap. Right. I'm giving. Like I said, when I see something righteous going on and you really need me, I'm gonna be there for you, even before you have to ask. If I sniff it, I'm gonna be there for you or facilitate you in a certain way with somebody who can help you in some kind of way.
Right.
But if you go off your life and your energy, I ain't gonna partake in that. Or if you're a fraud, I'm not going to keep supporting you if you're a fraud. I'm not going to keep if you're a fraud. You can ask until the cows come home. If you don't see certain people on this platform, they are frauds to the 10th power, and I'm not supporting it.
And you're not saying it again.
And I'm not saying it again.
So take heed, folks. Pay close attention.
But I'm not going to feed in the drama. And this one did this, and I discovered that, and they tried this on me, and no. Read between the lines. And they're going to still come back. Whatever happened to so-and-so? Didn't you hear me on that show? Shut up. Or you're not getting no answer. Because you want me to say something public, or you'll run back. We got a lot of the run back, little punks out here that run back. I remember there was a show that we did. And I spoke on, what's his name? A grandmaster, whatever his name was, that was supposed to be this next Malcolm X.
Oh, yeah.
And there was another YouTuber who's very popular. And she put my name in her mouth because she was so pro him and ended up being a fraud.
Mm-mm.
At that point, but he ended up being a fraud. So what's she gonna say?
Mm-mm.
But she came at me because of one of the little people that come around and oh, you should have heard what he said about you. But that person's supposed to be cool with me. Even if you're cool,
Right.
certain things, we talk about men now, men, real men. There's some stuff you don't do when you're a real man. There's a lot of little man boys out here or male boys out here who are nothing more than little bitchs, which that word is not assigned to a sex. We know it's a female, but I have the utmost respect for a female dog, because a female dog that has a name bitch on it, I can say that because that's a righteous thing in nature. Because a female dog would never abandon their children. A female dog is doing what they need to do when they lay down and let the little puppy suckle and take care of them. But you got some chicks out here who, don't be calling me no bitch, but they leave their babies at home when they go to the club to find a man. What is that?
Tell it.
You're not even worthy of being called a bitch, because a real bitch like that dog would always take care of their children. So how about that? I'm a bad bitch. Yes, you are bad, and you're not even that. I don't curse, but that is not cursing because it's in the dictionary. So let's understand what it is. And you have some men out here who all they do all day is think up ways to cause trouble and run back to this and run back to that. Yes, YouTube and Facebook and Instagram and all of these different platforms and Twitter and LinkedIn and whatever else, TikTok and all this stuff, it's there for keeps. It has become a part of our culture, a part of our lives. Mm-hmm. Not some old dude. No, some call me old because I'm 2 years away, less than 2 years away from 60 years old. But I'm not some old dude who can't accept things advance. But this thing that has advanced onto us has trapped some of us, and we don't know how to use it. It's just like a person. You know what? I go to the gym, I work out, I run a little bit, I watch what I eat, but I feel like buying that bag of Chips Ahoy cookies. And somebody, that bag ain't no good for you. You're gonna hurt yourself eating that bad stuff. Mm-mm. They might eat 2 cookies a week and keep up with the routine. That next person, they buy 3 bags, and all you see is cookie crumbs all over the kitchen floor, bedroom, cookies and all. Jammed up between the TV. Hey, what's going on, man? Man, your breath stink. What are you eating?
Right. It's funny you said that, and every time you bring up that cookie analogy, I keep remembering that I have a bag of Oreo cookies in my cupboard. Every time you do it, and every time you do it, and I tell myself I'm gonna go get some cookies, and I never go and get it, and it's still sitting there. I'm that person.
You can go ahead and eat them cookies,
girl. No. I'm that person. I can eat 2 cookies and be fine. Mm-hmm. If I have a craving for something, I can eat 2 chocolate chip or Oreo or whatever, and I'm good. I can take a scoop of ice cream and be good. I don't have to eat the whole container or eat a bag of cookies. And that's what we have to learn to do. Mm-hmm. Moderation. Live in moderation.
That's right. But back to these men.
Back to those men. Yeah.
Like I say, there's some men that have given up on being or holding that station that they are supposed to hold down. They takes and they have punked out. And they are males at best because they have the male body part, whether it functions or not. But they're not men. Oh, man, don't disrespect me. I'm a man. No, you're not. You're a male. There are certain things you're supposed to endure. You're supposed to be that Superman for your woman, not some thought. And people, you're simping for the women. You're Captain Save-A-Hole. Oh, really? Why would you say that? You're out here trying to go after the thoughts and the holes out here, but you calling me Captain Save-A-Hole because I have reverence for real women and I know the difference. And I would not publicly say or call any one of my sisters that, because they're much more than that. They just don't know it, but I had to say it that way.
Yes, indeed.
But
Brother
there's
Lance.
let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. A real man is not going to sit up and try to be sneaky on you, trying to be your friend, but he really trying to get something else. See me today, and if I was single now, I'd be like, listen, I'm very attracted to you. I really like you. I'd like to spend some more time with you. If not, that's not going to stop me from doing the nice things that I do for you, because I'm not doing the nice things that I do for you to get between your legs. I'm not even talking to you this way. I'm very interested in you and maybe us building something together as a life partner.
Right.
You know, it's not a, so if you're not down for it, we cool.
Right.
Cool. I'm not going to go, oh, we just friends. And I'm doing this for you because we're friends. If I'm doing it for you, that's all it's going to be. But you're going to have to wonder about me. And I ain't going to approach you on the basis of your ass cheeks, okay? It's got to be what's between your ears and what's in your heart.
Right, right.
Ass ain't going to take care of you when your mama die and give you comfort, okay? It's got to be the woman, the total woman. Now, yes, I'm a man, look nice, whatever, but you know what? When a woman is a real woman, she automatically looks gorgeous to you. You understand? When she has those characteristics on the inside, she is perfection. Oh, Lance, you done went too far, man. You amping these chicks' heads up. You talking about their perfection. Well, ain't the key perfect for the lock? When you find the right lock, the key for the lock, it's a perfect fit. True. It don't mean it's perfect. It's perfect. You're perfect for each other. Like Grace Jones, I'm not perfect, but I'm perfect for you. You got to work on yourself. You got to stay away from doing certain stupid stuff. You got little behind men out here who don't like the union you have, and they say little snide remarks. Or they see you talking to the next woman on a righteous level and run back. Let's see your husband talking to this next woman. So how do you know what business we got? How many times you sat up all night on the phone talking, or I've talked on the phone with different women? I talk on the phone with different men. That mean I'm a faggot? Why do I always got to be able to screw in somebody? What, I got to super one across the Atlantic Ocean? My penis is so big that when I lay on my back and you're an astronaut and make the world look like a lollipop, what's that long stick hanging down? Why do you always think this way? There are women out here that I love, and I tell them all the time on the phone, Mr. Scurv is right there in the room. I say, I love you so much. You mean so much to me. Why dick gotta always come in the middle of it?
Exactly.
I want the hide anyway, because one day dick ain't gonna work. What am I gonna do then if it's based on that? Well, you go and get them blue pills, man, and a popsicle stick and a rubber band, and it'll stay up. And so what happened when they bury you in the ground? There's going to be a nice woman with a nice shape and a nice round behind. You're going to come out the ground and want to hump on her too? Why don't we just come down to friction? But these little punk behind men only think on them terms. And when you're on a righteous mission, and so I'm not going to say, well, I can't do something that look like that. As long as it's cool at home and they know what you're doing, you call me anytime. Oh, it's 3:00 in the morning. That's the only time we can do our little video. I'm coming over. I'm going to show you my work.
That's right.
I can't produce a video that and I'm doing this all the time, that it starts looking funny. But these punk behind men can't ever earn that because they're not real men. Because when you got somebody with you, and even the women around you, they know you on a mission, and they can't help but want to aid in that. Because a man is supposed to secure that woman. And it don't mean just that one woman. And I'm not talking I'm going to stick something in all of them. No. But as a man, you're supposed to radiate that energy across the earth and fill in the gap.
That's right. And protect the women.
You're supposed to be a father more than the kids that you make that come out your loins. You're supposed to be that man that can be modeled after, and the things that come out your mouth.
What the hell? James, you're going to get blocked off of this page. I don't know where that's coming from, but you're going to get taken off.
We manifested one of them type of men. Look right there. They can't help themselves because when you talk about them, they come out the closet, come out and bust out. You know, I mean, ain't nobody mad at it because look, you ain't getting no props on this channel talking like that. And we have comedy shows. We talk some really crazy, freaky sounding stuff that's in that mode right there. Because we're adults here. You don't come up in here and have some stupid stuff like that with your non-avatar having self. So you hidden and you steamrolled. So long. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
No, but I'm how you going? We flowing like this. Because that's like I said, that's proof positive. That's all that you think about. It all is based off that. And half the time they talk about that so damn much that ain't even good when they get in action with a woman. That nigga talked about that so much, and that's all he had coming.
He ain't got nothing. Oops.
Exactly. But the real penis of a man, the real strength of the man is character and wisdom. It ain't about that.
Brother Lance, you see this book that I just posted up in the chat here? I'm going to post it again. You are speaking everything that I just read in one of the chapters in the book.
You serious?
I am so dead serious. Sister Sekhmet introduced me to it, and remember I told you she told me about a book, and I got it yesterday. And it talks about the importance of the woman, right?
Of course.
And everything that you're saying, how the men should treat the women, how they should respect the women, because when they disrespect and when they don't treat women good, the earth suffers. The world suffers.
Of course it does. And I snuck over by your house and I read that book. I'm just repeating it. No, I'm just saying I didn't see the book yet. I'm just playing. But it's the truth. These are things I always used to think about. These are things my father taught me. I mean, as a man. And it's things I did mistake-wise. There were times I fell for the friction when I might have been a teenager or in my early 20s. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I see things now at this particular age that, well, if I was stupid and younger, I would just go run through all of this. I tell you how it is out here. You know, you come out and you come from America and people think you got a lot of money and they see you on YouTube and, oh, you're a star and you're this and that. And if I had a child with you, your complexion and, oh, you have money. And so, really? Nah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, sister. I ain't gonna knock you, but your thinking is a little off.
That's right.
Do that and then get you pinned off on something and caught up. And no. And if I did grow up in a place where you're allowed to have more than one wife, I would do right by all of them. You understand? I'm not even saying that, because I have an inclination and I secretly want that and all this stuff. No, I've done a lot of crazy things in my life. So, you know, what I'm saying is that you with every single woman to love them. That's the thing. When you see a pretty bird on a branch, do you have to control them and capture them and put them in a cage so you can look at them? How selfish. We do that. Let's take the fish and put it in a tank for our pleasure. And they're captive in this space. So when you see a beautiful woman, you can't just say, wow, she's beautiful mentally, physically, and spiritually. You see the physical beauty. You're going to be lying and say you don't see that? But you should see a whole lot more.
That's right.
That. And you should appreciate a whole lot more. And even though she has that physical part, it may not be the part for you. That's for the man that she's going to love. And hopefully she can bring that to a worthy man and not just a male who gives her a few slick lines to get to that part. Because it would break my heart to see that. You know what I mean? If we have real men giving these women and our sisters what they need, we're not talking about this clown, the size matter. I'm talking about in their soul, saturate them. We have less real men around, so there's more of a job that we have to do to let them know that don't give up. Don't give in to these little simps, these little punks, these little males that just want to make you feel good and a ticklish feeling for a while, and they're gone. They're not in for the long haul. Because like I always say, you end up in a wheelchair and doodling your diapers and drooling out your mouth and lost your hair and lost your weight, no backside. I'm going to roll that daggone wheelchair down the street. I'm going to kiss you in the mouth, get drool on my face, change your diapers, and love you just as much. And if you want, I'll hit you off any kind of way you want. All right? Still you're free. You're personal free. And I'm going to love you up more than any other woman who's in perfect health is loved up on all levels. I ain't gonna stay over here while I go in the store. No, I'm wheeling you right in there with, this is my wife right here. This is my soulmate right here. Never turn my back on her. Well, that nigga, hey, he probably got somebody on the side. No, she's my side chick too. And we're gonna hug up in the bed. I'm gonna tell you how much I love you all night long till you get tired of it. I know you do. Let me sleep. That kind of commitment, man. And what can we give we're not even with? That she knows that there are men in the neighborhood, men in the subdivision, men where they live, where certain things ain't gonna go on. That when that man sees the next clown male come around, bruh, let me tell you something, man. You might be interested in her, whatever have you, but we ain't going for that okie doke stuff. You know, like when you had real uncles and real neighbors and real grandfathers and people around who undergird the neighborhood. And certain things going on looking. You know, everything all right, sister? All right, now you know you can call me if you need me. I'll be right there. Drag that nigga's ass out the house. Sorry for cursing, but you got to say it that way.
Beat his ass. That's right. Mm-hmm.
That's all. You ain't married to her. You ain't related to her. How you know that? You gonna know that we related to her by the time we do you something. You don't come around here with that stuff. Now, if you horn around and tricking around, whatever, then we know that's what you do. But we still ain't gonna let nothing happen to you. You get the shortest skirt in the world, look like a daggone shirt. You know what I mean? Walking down the street.
Me, my Teddy shirt. Teddy t-shirt.
What I'm saying, like, you know, you still got to treat them with respect that may not know who they are.
Yes, indeed.
It's necessary. Because when they come to, they be like, damn, they always gave me that respect. It makes it some harder when they come into the realization of who they are. But
yes,
how
indeed.
You might have been out. I'm not saying you. I'm just saying this like I'm just speaking it out in general. But you might have been out there in the street doing all kind of stuff on the corner, hustling men, doing whatever. And then now these other guys, hey baby, yeah, I got some money for you. And you never mess with them. But now you get into a position of consciousness, and now they want to treat you like they always were for you that way. But when you were that way, they were trying to use you as a plaything, to use you for glorified friction and be a glorified friction provider. That's a term I call many years. You want to act all holy because they're holy, because now you embarrassed because you came to them that way, and you remember them doing that to you. Don't flip up on me now. And you call them out now. Well, you used to be out there hoeing. So what? You was trying to get it, wasn't you?
That's just jealousy speaking.
Exactly, because they don't want to see you go no higher. They don't want to see you go no higher. And it's your responsibility to not crush them. Build them up, cultivate them. And so I'm going to get some Captain Save-A-Hole comments on this one, because those are the ones that just want to tear down, and they're not real males, because when you're a real man, you don't have to worry about anything. When you're a real man and you're with your woman's going to take care of you on all levels. You ain't got to worry about that. And if you don't have no woman, one will come to you.
That's right.
And when they see that you have a righteous mission, they can't help themselves. You all right, baby? And it's not one way now where you just serving the man. The man's securing you. He's giving you peace of mind. And I know these days, well, you know, I got to go out there and get it myself because of these damn punk behind males that don't do what they're supposed to do in a relationship. So instead of having to take up the slack, you get rid of the bum like you should, but you did it on your own. But it's better when you have somebody really in your corner. And sometimes it's hard to trust. I can't really trust people.
Yes.
So I'm going to continue doing what I do. Well, go on and continue, but you're going to see you don't have to. You're going to see this person is going to do right by you. How you know? They're going to show and prove. Well, you know, I moved into his house with him. It's in his name, and he makes more money than me. So I have to make sure to put away my little nest egg. Listen, you want a nest egg? Whatever I make, the surplus goes in your account in your name only, okay? This house is going to be in your name too, okay?
Right.
All these bills in here, and you ain't got to worry about nothing. And you accumulate, and you can go on and work more if you want to, if it makes you feel good, and you keep that money.
That's what a man should do.
You know. Look, I'm not going to put put it out there, but there's certain financial transactions we're doing, and we're trying to push the hyper fun thing, which is a very good thing. And I've been very fair to you to prove
you
to
have.
you. I'm
Yes,
not
you
saying
have.
the street. I'm not trying to embarrass her. It's not embarrassing the institute, but I said if you in this with me, whatever comes, hey, we're gonna share this.
Right. Thank you.
Stuff and just no. You work
Thank
real
you.
hard so much. You ain't gotta thank me. You thank me by the things you do for the platform. So I'm gonna be fair to you. Hey, this is LanceScurv and I have to get 90% or so and so. No, 50-50. So nobody can come and say, I think he's trying to rip you off and so on and so. No, I'm gonna always do more.
You couldn't tell me that anyway.
Oh, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. But as you throw goodness out to the world, goodness comes back to you. Simple as that. Don't use no woman and just use her for somebody and whatever. I see so much of that. And then you want to get mad at me for calling it out. These little men out here. And yes, I'm flexing because I know I'm a man.
I hear you. Yeah. This is your night, Brother Lance. I'm just being quiet over here.
I have things on my heart I had to speak about.
I know.
People are too afraid to call them out. And I ain't perfect. I'm trying to go for perfection, but I'm not ever going to reach there. But that doesn't mean you can't strive to be better every day, incrementally.
Every day. Yes.
And you let the people know you can't have no ego. If there's anything I'm doing wrong, let me know. If there's anything I can do better, let me know, because I'm a servant. I can be a servant because I know how strong I really am. If I'm weak, I'm going to try to prove to you, girl, I'm going to bust you up if you don't come inside the house by a certain time. Get my damn knees together. And you better come on and pull this zipper down and get on your knees. And I ain't talking about praying.
Get stabbed.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Listen, I know how they talk. I've jailed the bus all them years. Jail all them years. You know what I mean? I know life. I could do some Afrocentric cartoon voiceovers, but trust me, I know how to do the old rap, the old drunk, the this, to that, the old homo, all these different things.
I know you do.
I didn't have no school for this show.
No, you didn't. We didn't even listen. This is not even the direction we thought it was going to go. I mean,
I didn't know either.
Remember, read the title.
Maybe I'll do it tomorrow.
Positivity wins, always wins, but I guess we just had to go down that road and get certain things, said and clarified.
We start out a certain way. We always, always, that's a cool thing to do. It's shooting from the hip. I like talking real. I don't want to come up here and try to be some newscaster or today on the LanceScurv Show, or anal retentive and all stiff and whatever,
Yeah.
Just got to keep it just what's there. Speak about it. 7 segment.
I know. Yes. Get on my knees, okay.
Oh my God. Grace Jones made a song about that. Time to get down on your knees. I love Grace Jones.
I do too. I know. She just had a birthday the other day. I think she turned 70 or 71, something like that. Wow.
Yeah. So, but the thing, you better cut it up. But and there's another thing. Like, what's up with these dudes who think they deserve every woman's body? Like you got to earn that, man. Even when you're in a relationship, you got to earn that. Even when you're in a committed relationship, you got to prove yourself time and time again. Let me tell you something. Like in boxing, you have the champion and you have the challenger. But guess what? In actuality, it's the champion that has to re-win his title every time he steps into the ring. You see what I mean? You may go in symbolically, but you're two equal fighters who are fighting for a championship. Every fight is a championship fight. You see what I mean? Every fight. You have to earn it every time. So if you're not worthy, how you going to want something that you didn't earn? Just like that, just in the corner and watch you go to work from Monday to Friday or whatever days you work, and his turning, they there in the morning. They begging behinds. And they turn, you come back off the bus, the train, you drive past in your car, they still there? And they got beer in their hand. Where they get money from? They begging people. But then when you get paid, oh, you lucky. You got that nice car. You got that nice house. What you mean lucky? I paid. They getting it.
Right.
Lucky? Oh, I earned this. You say it's luck because you don't want to get up and earn it yourself. Like dudes,
so they're gonna envy you. Isn't that something?
They copying and pasting all these words and trying to sound all intelligent, just trying to get people to come back to a channel that nobody wants to hear the stuff he's saying because he's talking Looney Tunes, Twilight Zone stuff. And
wow! Yes.
Oh, I'll call and I'll embarrass your ass. Right? So that shows what was under that. That's like the guy on the corner. Hey girl, you looking good this morning. I'd like to talk to you sometime. Now you know you going to work. He ain't got. And I'm not saying about job, but be ambitious about something. Sell something. Do something.
Yes.
The minute she passes you by, she said good morning, but she ain't going for the jive talk. All of a sudden, that old ugly bitch. I wasn't trying to talk.
Yes.
Like you really feel that you a cat that she will have to stop and talk to. Only thing you're holding on to is the only thing you got power in, and that's the thing between your legs. And you ain't got that. Don't mean nothing if the lights are out. That don't mean nothing when the refrigerator's not full. That don't mean nothing when you walk into the rain and can't get around. You need to secure it. If you secure it, you got it. And that's your reward.
Indeed. Yes, indeed.
Right? You ain't even got to try. That thing is moist and waiting for you. Like a Duncan Hines cake, moist and delicious.
Brother Lance.
Reel me in, baby.
This is not comedy night. This is not what your audience is. Listen. Scale back.
But that's what it is. Don't be mad at me if you ain't doing what you're supposed to do. You mad at what I may be getting or attaining, and it's not about just what's between a woman's legs. It's life now we're talking about.
Right.
You know, that's what it all is. Like they say, what's done in the dark it comes out in the light. Well, if you ain't doing nothing in the dark, you ain't got nothing to show for it in the light.
Mr.
We're not talking about in the white man society, but what have you been striving for? You can tell a person can have just a t-shirt, jeans, and the shoes on their feet and not own anything and be so wise that you just can't stop talking to this person.
But I have a question for you. Ask me
anything.
I know. What you just said, I've always wondered about this. Now you talk about this man having just a jeans and t-shirt and shoes on his feet, but he's very wise, right? And could probably and can give great advice on many levels of things, but he doesn't have the trappings of what we would consider his vast knowledge and intelligence. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so people would shy away from taking advice from that person. I've always wondered about that. Do you think that makes sense? Does that really make sense?
Well, I mean, you have some men who are full of wisdom. I'm saying not that particular example. I just use a slice of it. I'm not trying to get out of it. But you have a lot of men out here who have the wisdom and great experience, but sometimes they're broken. Sometimes they have wonderful spirits, but they're not going to want to burden anybody. They're not going to want to burden a woman because they know they have things to fix within themselves. You see what I mean?
Okay.
Like if I had this great wisdom and I just it's not just wisdom that's going to keep you and the mosquitoes off you at night. You better have a place to lay your head down in. And if you have this great wisdom, you should spread it over all areas of your life. But I've known men who have done great things and they walked away from all of that. Things happen. I'm not going to blame on a woman. I'm just saying things have happened in their life and just crushed them and they had to heal up. The only thing I can respect is those who don't try to run some woman down and maybe not use her, but he's got to bring something to the table, man. You got to bring something to the table. You can't just, these guys, yeah, man, I'm pimping. Yeah, man, I got them chicks out there working for me. See, it's not just the ones who are on the street corner working for a pimp. We have a lot of pimps in relationships. We have a lot of pimp boyfriends out here. We have a lot of pimp husbands out here that are pimping their wives and using their life force and their energy, and they laughing about it. So a man like that has but he's not really trying to pursue a woman. He's healing up, and maybe he has a little bit of something, maybe he's living out of his car, but he's given of himself freely. And he has given some of those women out there, or just the world in general, great wisdom that they can use. At least he has that to offer. But you wonder, you say, man, this guy's smart. This guy's great.
Why doesn't he have?
Why doesn't he have? And then again, remember that life can take a turn, and you can find yourself overnight, literally, in a bad situation because of things around you. Maybe your bad choice or bad decision. Somebody let you down, hold up their end of an agreement in a relationship, or you just come home and see your wife in the bed with the next man and it breaks you. I've seen them situations. You know what I mean?
Right.
I was in a relationship and walked home and found the same thing one time. I'm like, y'all having a good time? You want something from the store? I was out there. I was crying. I was like, no, you ain't gonna defeat me. No. I used myself at that moment for that woman who wanted to hurt me, and I knew she wanted to hurt me anyway, and go stab somebody up, shoot somebody up, and she don't get shot and stabbed up, and I'm locked up for life. All of a sudden, she had to do the girl, man, because you know, in jail, in prison, you gonna hear everything in the street. No, I got worlds to conquer. If you're that, that's a long story. I've told that story before. But what I'm saying, you're not taking my future. You're not taking my future.
But you see, that's good because you had the presence of mind to think that way.
Well, yeah.
Some people get dark and stupid, and they can't see, and they just
Nah, because
blind shit.
Like whatever you're feeling now, and I always say it, whenever you're out there and it's a rainstorm, and the rainstorm could be a sense of depression or feeling down, it's not going to last forever because the sun's still shining. You ever been in a plane and it's raining and dark and you pierce, it's like whoosh, and it's bright sunlight. And you're like, damn, that storm is right there. So that sun's still shining, even when you don't see it. Don't believe the lie of the cloud to make you think the sun's not there, because the sun's waiting for you and waiting for the clouds to move to give you the rays that it has just for you. When those clouds part, they're rays that are just for you, that go on you and nobody else.
Exactly.
We continue to believe that sun is not there anymore. You're not going to trick me that way. I mean, I've seen that. I've seen some very positive people when I worked in jails and prisons that were locked down. Some were innocent, some weren't. And some were philosophical. Yes, I did this. I'm going to have to endure this. This is the punishment. I'm going to go out. I'm going to change my life. And I know some that have done that. When I started driving the bus, I see the guys in the street. Hey, bro, that little pep talk you gave me, much love to you, Scurv. I love you, man.
Yes.
You didn't have to come when I was in solitary confinement and come sit down with me and have them close the door the same way. I could have took that little piece of metal that I took off the steel bed there and stabbed you up with it. I wouldn't do that, but you took that chance. And you said, talk my ears off, man. I got used to looking for, man, you gonna come visit me, man? Yeah, I got you. So you didn't have to do that. Your candle lighting somebody else, it comes back to you.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
So, that's
you're a different kind of person, Brother Lance. I have to say it publicly.
But I'm not even saying to try to give that effect. All I'm saying is
no, you don't have to do that. I mean, people are hearing it. I'm just saying.
Shooting from the hip. Like I say, when you walk in the backyard and you got 3 dogs back there and you walk through the backyard and don't step in no messes because you stepped in it before and you know where not to step. So it's not that I'm so that I've been up in all kind of mess and around it and I know where not to step and I learn from it.
Right.
Right. I've dodged those symbolic bullets. I've even dodged unknowingly bullets that were meant for somebody else. I mean, real physical bullets, like shoo, shoo, like oh snap. Driving down Rockaway Boulevard on the drop top, and one guy's on one side of the street, and the other one's and they shooting at each other. And you're like, what the hell? Me and the dude in the so hard we almost got knocked out.
Oh my God!
They get the bigger, thicker skull. So.
Oh gosh.
No,
Lord.
I've been preserved. I've been blessed enough to still be here at this age. Why not share what I've been through? Why not just tell it like it is? What man admits that he was in a relationship and he came home and saw the wife? It wasn't a wife, but I say wife. You know what I'm in a relationship in the bed with the next man. That don't sound too cool.
No, sir.
Do that, man. That don't make me look good. But then again, broken hearts and, never stepped on anybody, but broken hearts before and different things. And I didn't feel good about it. You know what I mean? So it works both ways. There's things I've done. I've done some grimy things, not purposely, but in my
Have
ignorance.
I heard them?
Yeah, I've done a lot of grimy things. I mean, most of my stuff is, no, not bad, like evil, like, oh, that's a slimy guy. I said grimy for effect. I've done some mischievous things.
Okay.
And there's no way I'm going to condense all of these years into a couple of years and everything. So you'll be hearing things as time goes on.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Grimy is because the person that I was around was kind of grimy too. And I remember that too. It's crazy. I hear a grimy story. I'm going to say it the best way I can.
Please do. Go right ahead.
Oh, God.
Everybody said it's after 12 o'clock, and so it's Friday. So I have to take the restraints off. So go right ahead, sir.
This is bad. I feel bad. I'm going to tell it anyway.
Tell it.
I was up in the Bronx one night, and there was a young lady that I always visited after hours. And cool. And I had just recently discovered that she had a boyfriend, but this is in my early 20s, and I was like, I don't know him. I never do that to anybody I know in those days.
Right.
So it was like, so well, you know what I mean? So, and to justify, like, he beats me, he cheats on me. But wait a second, you cheat on him. Well, he deserves it. Well, anyway, she was so mad at him one night, and he was looking for her because he was all over the place, right? And she was really hurting emotionally, although she was trading off the physical goods for the emotional counseling, in a sense, when it really came down to it. I like the way I said that.
Listen.
She wanted revenge on him because she left him sleeping in her apartment, and he had to go to work. And when she came back, between the cushions of the couch, halfway stuck out was another woman's panties. She was so mad at him, right? So she's like, he has a key, and he's going to be in there, and he's going to get ready to go to work. And he takes the bus and then the train. And this is what I want to do to him. I was kind of mad too. I'm like, that's real grimy, because I was going to be like, you got a boyfriend. I can't keep coming up here like that. But again, I was in my early 20s and hormones were racing. Some people can be real vicious, and I'm so sorry I did this, but this is what happened. Let me stop stalling. When he comes out, he doesn't know you. He doesn't know your car. I want you to ask him directions that are easy. I'm going to tell you what to ask him, so he can say, oh, just go down here, make a left, and to go down 3 blocks. I said, how is that revenge? I said, where are you going to be? Well, where I'll be, he won't see. Well, you going to get up the car and be around the corner? No, I'm going to be in the car with you. I said, wait a second. Would you go lean back? If you lean back, he might walk up to the car and see you. No, I won't be leaning back. I'll be between you and that steering wheel. I said, oh my God. See, I told it decent, but you knew what was going on. So, and me, I'm one who drives close to the steering wheel. People make fun of me because I drive so close to the steering wheel. I say, you can drive with your stomach. You know, not that my stomach's big, but I'm just saying I can drive close. So anyway,
I don't know how you do that. Oh God.
And you saw me do that, right? I'm driving far away. I said, excuse me. And all you hear in the car, I said, do you know how to get over to so-and-so? Yeah, bro. And I'm like, I don't believe this. I'm talking to him, and his girlfriend is, you know.
Oh my God.
And then they started doing it real good, and I'm like, okay, like I had cerebral palsy or something. I'm like, thanks a lot. I drove off. Almost knocked off the side mirror of the car that was parked because I had to get my senses back.
Oh my God.
And I drove off all funny. I drove off to the next block and had to park. It's like, no, you finishing this.
You're
Good,
sick.
you know, I mean, no, I'm not just like that. That was grimy.
That was beyond grimy.
But she was one who suggested. So
that was grimy, slimy, and everything else.
If you talked to me back then, it was grimy, slimy, and good.
I left that for you to say.
I don't condone that kind of behavior, but that was when I was young and full of not so much wisdom.
Hey, she encouraged it,
Yeah. She felt liberated after that.
But did he know it was her? Did he see her?
He didn't see her at all because he was on the sidewalk and I was in the street. It's a one-way street.
So what?
He didn't walk up close. He couldn't because I was kind of driving alongside with him. And, she was like, okay, the curb was.
Right.
He couldn't see anything. The windows weren't all the way down anyway.
Okay.
They weren't all the way down like she was.
Once again, what did it benefit her? I mean, okay, she may have wanted, you got more benefit than she got revenge.
Oh, residual income. Trickle down. I'm just being a comedian. I can see somebody out there listening. All of that man talk he talked about in righteousness just went right into the radio. I'm unsubscribing. Well, nobody still listen to because it's funny.
Of course they'll listen.
If you understand me, then you know it's like I'm not this.
That's right. That's right.
I'm not going to be anal way. And no, we're going to talk. And I had a wonderful life and a lot of experiences, and
Yeah, judgment-free zone segment. Judgment-free zone.
Thank you, Sister Sadie. Could you imagine old men and old women out here who got stories that they can tell that are righteous and some funny stuff too? Tell the funnies too. Funny stuff too. You want to laugh. You want to say, I'm not trying to be holier than thou. I done been through all kind of dirt and stuff. Trust me. All kind of stuff.
Well,
you got me think about more now to tell, right? I ain't doing more.
You're wrapping it up. You go to bed.
I know, right? I'll tell you
what
one more.
Tell me one more. Yeah, or tell us one more. Not me. Tell us one more.
And I was in Brooklyn. And I can't tell you what year was it. Not a blizzard, but it was like really cold. Was it 83, 82? 82, I was in good shape, and I was the same way I am now. I love conversation, a conversationalist, and patience, and talk to you. And I wasn't some aggressive person. Hey, girl, I was never and all that stuff. No, I would always tell people if things happen, it's because you wanted to. I mean, I'm a man. I'm not going to say no, but I'm not going to be sitting here and hounding you that way. I always like to laugh. Number one, everybody knows I'm a clown. I like to laugh, make you laugh, have a good time, really have a good time. Not sitting here all night. We're on a date and I'm just looking at you up and down. Damn, girl, when you going to give me that tonight? No, I'll tell you that ain't happening tonight. We're going to have fun. Maybe after that, if you want to, whatever, I'm going to show you we're going to have fun. Right. We're going to have so much fun when the time comes. You're going to hand that to me. I'm not being cocky by saying I'm so good, you're going to hand it to me. What I'm saying is that you're going to realize that I'm not coming at you that way. I really want to have fun, just like when I hang out with the fellas, whatever, but there's no possibility of them things because I ain't no homo. But, so it was a thing where I had just finished doing, when I was in shape like that, I used to do like the male dancing and all that stuff.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So those clubs, little hole in the wall clubs in Brooklyn late at night, they had one, I'm just going to name drop. I think it was the Underground, not downstairs, the Underground, I think. And it was on Fulton Street, Restoration Plaza, right below the Pathmark. You had to go downstairs to go to this club. And they always used to have, if not like the male strippers, they used to have the body nights where you don't have to be some premium buff bodybuilder, but guys like, yo, we need to go by that club and snatch up that $100 because we can get this easy, right? So we would go to these clubs, and it's late at night on a Friday, Saturday night, and you had neighborhood women who were there, all ages, whatever. And they back then, don't think that you got wild stuff going on now just because you see it on Instagram and on Facebook and online and all this stuff. You had some wild stuff going on back in the, you know. That was like just right before herpes and AIDS came out. So people were still slinging 70s style. You know, the only STD, they had was something they can take a shot for. So you had sexually transmitted diseases. And as I later learned, sexually transmitted demons. And I dodged both of them. Right. Clubs and stuff. And so you cool. You look at these women, you're young, you're 19 years old, you got a good body, you're horny as heck, and it's an adventure. So like, you gonna come home with me, baby? And they all drunk, right? And they like, I'm coming up in the apartment with you, so and so and so and so. So I ended up in this apartment building. I think there was one like about maybe between 6 to 8 stories tall. So you got to understand that some of these apartment buildings out in Brooklyn are that size, and some are taller than that. But let's just say 10 stories, right? 10 stories, projects, apartment buildings. Say at a minimum, you had just 20 apartments on each floor, 10 floors, 10 times 20, 200 apartments, one door. I say that for a reason. So now you're this guy who, girl, I got him. See, a lot of these women, I'm not saying all women, I'm just having fun. This is our culture. This is how we do. There's some women who, remember that guy at the club earlier? He over here with me. I would lay in there and I'd hear that. Girl, you lying. I'm going to come on over there in the morning. Matter of fact, I'm coming out there later and see if he really over there. Now, you didn't see what I got that we did earlier at the club. So I'm half walking around like that, hanging out on the couch, watching TV. And so the next girl comes over. Girl, he really here. How you doing, baby? Remember me? And so and so, so. And then she goes and comes back and brings 3 more. They looking. Oh, damn, that nigga, he naked sitting there. He ain't shamed. Not really like that, but, I had the body for that. So, now it's big news amongst the gossip circuit amongst those girls who live in different apartments of the 200 apartments. It's a city within a city. So now you're leaving the next morning, and somehow, some way, one of those girls are downstairs. How you doing? It's funny I ran into you. Now, your behind was hanging around for the last 3 hours thinking, you know what I mean? Did you eat anything yet? No, I didn't eat nothing yet. It's cold outside. It's a blizzard out there. Why don't you come on up with me and get something to eat? And I didn't realize I was getting ready to get eaten. Okay? I'm like, one side of me as a young kid, I'm like, man, this is cool, right? The other side is like, oh my God, I feel like such a whore, but I'm loving it. So you hang out and end up in that apartment building for the next 3 or 4 days. I mean, you didn't have nothing to do. Like, say if I had to go to work or something, or some job or whatever, but that time I didn't have nothing to do. I was like, I gotta get out of here. But each one keep coming around. And each one didn't know that I was hanging out with the other one. So I got to tiptoe out this.
Oh, my God.
And the last one didn't realize that I had been with 3 other people up in that place and hung out and ate and laid around. It was cold outside. And so now I finally leave. You going to call me, right? Yeah, I'm going to call you. I'm walking down the steps. Elevator didn't work into the floor below me. I get on the elevator, come down, it opens up, and 3 of them chicks that I was with are outside talking to themselves. I turn
Why
around.
Are you still there?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. There was no other way out. There was no back door, nothing. I had to walk a few flights up until they came inside. Okay, I'll see you later. And 2 of them take the elevator and one start coming up the steps. I go up more steps.
Are you serious?
I'm tired. I want to get out of there. I was exhausted. Oh, God.
You were drained out?
Exactly. Exactly. Were reasons. Yes, they were. And I hear, Lance, where was you at? And this is all about it and whatnot. I'm like, I got to get out of here. But you left my place 3 days ago. I came back looking for something. I dropped it in the hallway.
Oh my God.
I mean, it wasn't something like super spectacular at the prior story, but it's just a funny little thing that crossed my mind.
That's crazy. That is crazy.
How
3 days.
Good morning, ladies. And 3 of them out there, and I just left the 4th, and they didn't know. And they couldn't have been talking about me. They all thought it was our little secret, except the first one. But she didn't. Because later on, but about 2 months, it leaked out. I wasn't in contact with him like that, but nigga, you ain't SHIT. I found out about you. You was up in there because so and so and so. What are you talking about?
What difference did it make? I mean, did you tell anyone that you were their boyfriend?
Oh, they use me and nobody else can use me. Okay.
Oh, okay. I got you.
But that's why I said after a while, it was like, it turned on me because, I had a wonderful childhood and everything, but it was like I felt like that woman who just didn't feel love, and the men just wanted her for a body. It really felt that way. And I put myself in that position, but it caught up with me. Right. It was part of the reason why when I stopped bodybuilding, it was like I got tired of the politics. I got tired of them having to compete against guys using steroids. I got tired of the homos who were judges who were trying to hit on you so you can win because you couldn't if you didn't. But I won certain organizations. And on top of that, it was like, that's all a lot of people saw me for. Right. All of this. And that's why I stopped. And I tried to eat myself unattractive. It didn't work. I just put on a little weight. And then I realized like people are still cool with me, women, It's like, oh, I don't have a 6-pack no more, but they still like me. It bugged me out because I thought it was just about my body. You know what I mean?
Right.
It wasn't just like girls my age or whatever. It was always older women that, we'd have intelligent conversations. And not that I was looking for love, but it was like, hey, like that situation with them church ladies. That was, I'm not going to repeat that one. You got to do that. That's on a Patreon or something.
You did you notice that I kept quiet?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was.
All right.
It was, oh no, I know.
Right.
That was way out there. I mean, like way out there. Yeah. So
you say it like that, people are gonna be asking you how far out there was it. So maybe you should just.
I'll give them my version.
No, there is no mild version.
Yeah, no. The only mild version is leaving certain parts out.
Know the truth. There are no freaky stories for me to share. That's not my function on this platform.
That's right.
Okay, that's not what I do here.
That's right.
Lance is the only freak on this platform.
Oh no, I agree. That
was good. I couldn't help that one.
I'll take the blame. No, but see, there have been people that I know down through the years that have reached out to me like, they're older now, so they're like, Lance, I really respect how you turned out, and you were pretty wild back in the days, but and I'm like, well, who are you? Who am I speaking to? Well, you would remember this was so long ago, and we had an encounter or whatever. But like there are a lot of them that are there, and
yes.
So I respect because we all evolve.
Listen,
if I kept Jerry Curls, I would not have Jerry Curls in 2021. I'd be a rank fool. I'm just saying.
You sure would.
Put Jerry Curls on. There'll be a lot of people like, I remember you.
Are you still in the life?
I'm still alive. That's why I got out of life to be alive.
Exactly. Hey, Sister Miko, how you doing? What's going on, girl? Haven't seen you.
Yeah, that's right. So, Yeah, that's the thing. You know, you live life and you evolve and you look back and I'm just glad that I can, you know what I'm glad about? That I can talk talk crazy stuff from the past and people still show me love and respect and know where I'm coming from. You know what I mean?
Of course.
Means I could be myself. You know, instead of having to
Exactly.
be like
Exactly.
a pastor who has to only say certain things a certain way, or these fakes and frauds who come up and just want to present one thing and
You are the cussing pastor and your parishioners still love you.
like me saying, like all of us saying, like, look, we've all had one ply accidents before, if you know what I'm talking about. Okay. One ply accidents with a finger busted through the paper. We got something on our finger we didn't intend to get on our finger. That's being human. Doesn't really put those things out there like that. But the bottom line is like, why not be yourself and be human? People can relate to you. You don't have to walk around all tense, all uptight. I am perfect.
That's right.
And you have to be tense around me. I want you relaxed around me. I want you to relax around me and feel comfortable and have a good time. You know what I mean? Laugh a little, get a little wisdom and make you think and wonder and think outside the box. That's what it's all about. That's a good thing.
Right, that's true. That's true.
A lot of pastor stories. Oh, boy. Used to be over my old girlfriend's house when I was 18, 19 years old, and the mother and the father, well, not so much the father, because the father was like an alcoholic and whatnot. And I'd be on the front enclosed porch trying to do things 3 o'clock in the morning. All of a sudden the pastor comes by and opens up the door that wasn't locked. Well, how did he walk? Why is the pastor coming to my girlfriend's house and the door's not locked and it's 3 o'clock in the morning? He parks his car around the corner and hands me $20 to go around there every now and then and make sure his car is all right. It's because he's tipping up the steps to the second floor in the room that's above the mother and the father to hit the sister. I don't mean punch. You know what I'm talking about. Yes. And he had a funny voice like the guy in that song. She's got papers on me.
Yes.
Yeah. This guy had gold. He had gold in his mouth, jerry curls, gold chains, gold rings, the stereotypical pimp pastor. And he had a flock of women. And that mother on the first floor, she had some ailment. She could walk around, but I'm not going to say what it was because there'll be people who know me, who knows, you know, and they know, but I'm not gonna... So her bedroom was on the first floor, and the alcoholic husband, and I got a lot of funny stories with them. So he couldn't sleep in the bed with her because he's alcoholic. So he had a little cot at the foot of the bed. That's a different story. So this pastor would tip up the steps and put a hurting on that sister. And it was a way of life because the girlfriend that I had at the time that I was there for, she explained everything. But when we would go to the little adult club down there called The Scene, right below Foch Boulevard on Guy R. Brewer Boulevard, with formerly New York Boulevard, I'm just dropping names for people who might know that.
Right.
We'd hop a cab, and there'd be 3 other women. The sister of my old girlfriend, my girlfriend, and 3 other women in the cab that the pastor was seeing, and they would be debating on who got the better deal. Well, pastor gonna take me on a cruise for a week. And the pastor was married, right? The pastor gave me this diamond ring, and it's 3 times more the value of that cruise you going on. Pastor pays my bills. He pays my bills. Well, one thing we all can agree on, he better not cheat on us. All 4 of them said that. They were hanging out.
My gosh. Retards.
Oh, but he was running through all of them. That was when I used to be, I wouldn't say at this particular point I was running a gym, but it was a neighborhood. The owner would leave, you know, he's working in the day, and I was much younger, and he hit me off, but not a lot, you know, but I was there anyway. So he's like, listen, I trust you. I want you to, you know, be here for the certain hour so I get back. Could open up at 12. I'll get there like 6 o'clock, whatever. And it was fair. I got the train, I got the supplements. So I was there one day and there was nobody in the gym playing music, listening to music. And so the pastor walks down because see, he had a how would I say it? It was a supermarket, but they remodeled it to be this big church. And so the supermarket had a big basement. And so everything with him was women. Everything was him was just being this pimp mentality pastor. So he
Where
came
was
over.
this?
This was in Queens, New York. And the gym was on 131st and Liberty Avenue in Richmond Hill, Queens. And the church was on 130th. That gave it away. People who know.
Okay.
That was 41 years ago. So, who's really gonna, he might call me, you told on me, right? So he found himself down there, and he was always like interested in getting around me and talking. I'm like, I know this guy, no homo. What's up with him? So he finally dropped it. Hey, brother Lance, how you doing? Oh, man, you sure got the muscles going on. I'm like, this guy must be a homo, right? Why is he saying that? So he flipped it. Well, there's a lot of young ladies around here, man. They home, they housewives, they there, they going to school, and, they ain't got nothing to do. They put a little weight on, they feel bad. Now, how to get somebody in shape. I see all them trophies and stuff in the magazines you be in. Man, you a superstar. Spreading it on thick to suit me up, right?
Right.
Man, you a superstar, man. All that knowledge you got, you should be helping the ladies around here. Now, if he was righteous, we'd be helping everybody, right? Well, I got the basement down there. If you agree, that tithing is something else. Them blessings be coming in. I can get some equipment down there, and we can have a gym down there, and you could run it, and we can have all the ladies in the neighborhood coming on down there, and I build like a little private room to the side just in case you want to lay down a little bit, Yeah, right. You have the keys, and anytime you want to come in there, you can come in there.
That's a subliminal message right there coming.
Exactly. Come on now, man. You a young man. You good looking young man. I know you active, man. I know you got your girlfriend, but come on, man. You got a little something else on the side there too. Come on. A pastor.
And this is a pastor. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Matter of fact, I saw a couple of honeys slide up in here, man. I don't know. I think you locked down. Like, what was going on inside of here? I'm like, I locked the gym down and you walk out the back door. That's how we do it. You see what I mean? After a while, he got the picture, and it's crazy. It's just crazy. Man,
that is crazy.
Rondai. And his wife suffered because she knew we couldn't really pinpoint it. The kids saw things, and they grew up really dysfunctional because he was really extreme. He didn't care. He would hit on you in the service. He'd say little things and wink and hit on you, and he was crazy. But he was daring.
So why do people?
Huh? Say it again.
No, I'm just saying, not for him in particular, but why do people still go to these damn places when they know beyond the shadow of a doubt?
What I'm saying is that you got money, you got a luxury car. Why are you going? I'm just going to say it, not raw, but just why are you going to this young girl's house who was over 18 to screw this girl, and her bedroom was over the mother's bedroom who believes in your how can I put it, your mission, your church, your whatever, and you up there drilling the daughter, and she's below, and she was a little off too. Now I ain't gonna lie, the mother was off. Now she was going with the religion. She cut up the Bible and put every page all over the wall and the ceiling, just like the son who was retarded upstairs, who had the pictures.
Oh, that was him?
That was him. Same household with the flashlight.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I mean, he was over. This is what you heard. Oh man, it's a million years of birth babies. It was like the thrill of it. Like he can violate, and see, a lot of men are violators. they get off on violating. It's not like,
Yes.
okay, we're seeing each other, we're having a wonderful relationship. Yeah, we get a little free. Nobody's around. Let's go in the alleyway over there real quick and do something quick. Ooh, we got away with that. Ha, ha, ha. But some men just want to violate you. That's the only way they can get their feeling is to violate you,
That's true.
degrade you,
Mm-hmm.
tell you they love you, and
Mm-hmm.
gas your head up, and you got you doing things you wouldn't do with nobody else, but you think, well, he's into me, so I'll do this. And I had fun. Oh, you had fun? Oh, you're nasty.
Mm-hmm.
And they're in their minds,
Mm-hmm.
you're so-and-so. And people
Mm-hmm.
hate you.
Mm-hmm.
They hate the power that a woman has over the man, and they're weak for it. But that's all they can see, because when you're a full man, you ain't just going to see that. That's the thing. See, I done did crazy things. I done told you some crazy stories I've been through. But if I was
You
living
have?
like that now, y'all
You
wouldn't
have?
be laughing at it. You gave me a pass. She said, that was him much years younger. It doesn't mean everybody who's 21 and 20 years old is going to be that way. You have a lot of mature young men out here.
That's
You have
right.
a lot of 50-year-old fools who think they can be them players and pick on weak targets.
Mm-hmm. That
Girl,
happens all the
when you
time.
turn 17.
A little
You know?
piece.
Yeah, a little piece, and they take the whole pie.
Mm-hmm. They shouldn't even be asking for a little piece. That's-
They can't handle a real woman with and maintain. They can't. So they go for the easy pickings. That's what they do. Well, age is just
That's
a number.
true.
Well, them bills ain't. You don't want to secure the woman and earn what it is that she has. Come on, man. And it shouldn't be about what she has. That goes along with the package. The dessert comes with the meal. Pay for the damn meal. Pay for the damn way to
And
get
that's something. Mm-hmm.
it doesn't just come down to money, but it's about earning. Let me tell you something. Once you prove that you are a real man to a real woman, and a mishap comes, and you lose your job or lose your way, and you're feverishly looking to get back on your feet, she don't mind when she knows that you're a real man. Like this man here for the last
That's right.
he held me down, gave it all to me.
Mm-hmm.
So if he takes a few months to get on his feet, I know he's not lazy. And he's the kind of man, if he's on the couch watching TV or the time after he came home looking for some work or trying to cultivate something, I don't feel bad because I know what he is to the core.
That's right.
Now the bum Negroes out there, yeah, see that? You pimping too. No, I'm not. I'm not comfortable being in this position. That's like me not making a video in a week's time. I got to do something. That's like me not running my website and doing the things. We make buttons in the conversations we had earlier. Doing things, the repetitious, boring stuff that most people don't know about when you do a show.
Right.
And
Right.
you
Right.
distribute things on multiple platforms. Nobody knows about that.
Right.
Sometimes you don't want
That's
to do
true.
it. Tomorrow, whatever.
And
You
look
so
how many. I'm not even gonna say what happened because I don't want to jinx nothing.
no, you can say it, but this time, we way over the hump.
We were over the hump. That's true.
The power went out. And I was like,
Mm-hmm.
I guess maybe it's going to be out all night, so maybe we'll do this tomorrow. Came back on, look, it's going to come on for
And
an hour.
here we are. That's
Yeah,
right.
exactly. The show last night was 2 hours and 22 minutes. We're back on that same mark. A few minutes, I'm going to wrap it down, but look at that.
Hit the
You gotta
like button, guys. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. I'm so glad Sister Miko and Sister Sekhmet 7 is here
Yes,
with us
yes.
tonight. It's so beautiful.
I know.
And everybody else that came in.
We're going to talk today at some point. Of course, like right now it's 5:23 a.m. for me, so I ain't waking up till 8 o'clock. I'm gonna sleep till I wake up, and I do have some today, and I'll probably be going to bed, and Mr. Scurv will be waking up like, I heard you the whole time. You're telling your crazy stories again. See, I don't have to whisper because she knows in the story she don't know, she knows that I'm a real man, and she doesn't have to second guess me that way. So I could talk about the stories like I'm glorifying those days. I'm just showing the contrast, and you live life.
Right. That's right.
I can tell some sad stories. They can make you cry. Stuff I've been through, but this is not the show for that. You know what I mean? I like to talk about the whole range of the human experience as I've experienced. Now, if I was telling you all these stories and I was 17 years old, I'd be like, little Negro, you lying. You didn't live that much. You were shooting puppy water 5 years ago. What do you know about that?
That's right.
I like being in the old uncle mode at the cookout.
Oh, jeez. Mm-mm,
I
mm-mm.
like it. I'm just not wearing them striped pants and polka dot shirts and
And
skips.
high
Oh no, no.
pants and white
Uh,
socks with black shoes. White, white socks, black shoes, high water
oh,
pants.
how they say that sound? Hell no. Me.
No, you'll just be in your shorts and t-shirt.
I know,
Your
right? I know,
uniform.
right? And that's crazy because I gave away all my clothes before I came to Africa. And I'm like, yo, I shouldn't have gave that shirt away. I said,
No.
wardrobe, for real. I got to figure out what weight I'm going to be in because I'm doing my transformation right now. Of body weight, y'all. Don't think it's no kind of, she's a trans. No. No, old Scurv ain't riding the trans here. Anyway, my dear sister, I'm going to wrap it down right now. For some reason, when I play the music at the end, nobody hears it. Why is that?
It doesn't. I don't know. It starts to play.
Uh-huh. Yeah, tell me something. Tell me what goes on. Maybe it's something.
No, it starts to play, and as like it goes into maybe sometimes it goes to 30 seconds, and then it just stops.
I'll figure that out.
And then the outro comes up. That comes up perfectly fine.
Right. Yeah, I'll just jump into the outro. Maybe it's something. I got those 2 other modules in South Africa that they're waiting to send back up. I know they're going to work good. Maybe I have to send this one down too. No problem. I got the other one I'll work on. So, technical things happen and we made it. And let me get off this thing before the power does go out. You know what I mean? We did that.
Yes, indeed.
After the show was all bang. I was like, look at that. God.
Yes. As soon as we got off, it was like, wow. You felt it. When you knew what's happening.
A 6-hour show.
Yes.
The show, I can't find it. I think I broke it up in 2 parts. It was 14 hours. That was years ago.
Right. Well, we did our marathon. We've done 6 hours a couple of times, 3 times. It wasn't bad.
We're going to do that every now and then. We're going to do it. It's really like, we're trying to hold down one. It's just a random free flowing thing that you can do your housework to, or you're driving, go from state to state or whatever. Or you just might be bored. You just want to kick it with somebody, just listen to something,
Exactly. Exactly.
That's how we do.
All right, guys. Okay. Good night, everyone. Thank you all so much for being here. Love you guys.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Brother Lance.
Well, you don't have to thank me.
And remember,
across the screen, I want you to make your little announcement again about what you see across the screen right now. The hashtag Team Scurv.
Oh, Team Scurv, guys. Instagram, Team Scurv. Go there and what is it? Like it? Is that follow? I have to remember.
Follow it, and you can put that in some of the Instagram posts that may be relevant.
That you do, yes.
It'll show up on that page. So you just put that
hashtag
on Instagram, and also Twitter, and also Facebook. It doesn't work as good on Facebook, but Twitter, which a lot of black folks ain't really into Twitter. You know what I mean?
I know I'm not.
I'm all over the place. But wherever if you want to put it, like you make a post, you post something or say something, you put a hashtag, because that will connect it to that page, and it'll go to that page and connect what you put up that way. So
Team Scurv, guys, this is what we are. We're all things LanceScurv on this platform.
Well, I mean, I'm part of Team Scurv. It's not about LanceScurv. I'm just Team Scurv right along with everybody else.
Sure. Who
had the hair replacement company. I'm not just the owner, but I'm a customer too. And he snatched his hair off and he saw that he was bald. Right?
Oh, right. Yeah. It was like, was it Bosley or something like that? Mm-hmm.
How you remember that? You're 20 years old.
I don't know. I don't know. Something just kind of clicked. I read your message, the truth, dear. I did read your message. One of these days I'll answer it for you. All right? But I read it. You've been asking me that question for quite some time now. Even with your other name, you've been asking me that question. But I'll answer it one of these days. Yeah. Anyways,
Yes,
good
indeed.
night.
Good night, everybody.
I don't want to go, but I'm
I
going to
know, right?
go.
Me
Oh,
neither.
no, I don't want to go.
All right, y'all.
Okay, take care.
Mhm.
Bye-bye.